All right, we are back in the building. We should be all set and good to go on this Monday morning. Y'all know what to do. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see me looking all crispy and clean on the screen. And welcome, y'all. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream and another episode of the ClassE Morning Show. I'm your host, ClassE at patreon.com/ClassEbeats. By the way, the link is in the description as well as in the pinned comment in the chat. We're going to get into it today, getting right back into the Donna Adelson trial. We're going to find out what was going on with this investigation, what Danny actually did the day that he lost his life and was assassinated. Right, then we're going to hear from the alleged assassinator. Is assassin? Okay, I think assassin is the right word. We don't do words here, all right? Either way, we're gonna get into it shortly, but before I get into it, we gotta say what's up to the people, man. And I forgot to put the chats on the screen again. I don't know what is up with me these days, man. Shout out to everybody who's in the building. Y'all know who it are. We've got our regulars in here. My awesome, amazing Amy is in the building. First thing, showing up, showing love, and reminding y'all to like the video. Shout out to Amy. We've also got, let me see. Oh man, I did not do that the right way. There we go. We've also got Slim Life is in here. We've got Cynthia Hart's Taco Tuesday is in here a day early. Les Cleaver, Jay Buckmaster, Mary's in the building as well. Jay Money, Big Dog up in here. We've got Trisha's in here as well. Good to see y'all. Tay Tunes back at it. We've got Jamie in the building. Thank you to everyone that's in the building as well. All right, so if y'all haven't yet, I don't ask for much on the show, but the one thing I do ask is that you like the video on your way in. Likes are free, helps the channel continue to grow, lets the algorithm know you all are enjoying the show, and shares the video and the channel and this live stream with more people. So if you could, make sure you take a second and share the video, like the video. You can share if you're feeling extra generous, but it really does help us out as well. I also will be reading super chats as we go throughout the show. So thank you to everyone who went the extra mile and sent in some super chats. Let me see what y'all are saying over here on this Monday. We got a bunch of you in the building ready to go. And thank you to all 900 of you that liked the video so far. We've got, let me see. Here we go. We've got Mary is in the building with the 2 bombs, says another crazy week, but God got me, amen. That's the truth. Love this fam. Shout out to Mary. Thank you for the super chat as well. Always good to see you in the chat. We've got Trisha is in here, has been a member for 8 months. Shout out to Trisha. That's a lot of commitment. She says, happy Monday from the YSL trial to Donna Adelson trial. Keep it moving, ClassE and Amy. Love you guys and the awesome CEB family. Thank you for being here for 8 months straight, Trisha. Wow. Thank you for being a member too. If you guys want to know, a lot of the benefits with being a member are you get instant access to any video that we drop here on the channel. You also get to look at our members only content. So make sure you check out the members only content there. If you're a member, if you want to join the memberships, the link is in the description. And thank you for being a member, Trisha, for 8 months. Shout out to my guy, Jay Money in here with the 10 bombs. So shout out to ClassE and Amy for their hustle and grind with this channel. The CEB chat family appreciates y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to everybody that's in here too. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the super chats. I will be reading super chats as we go throughout the show. So again, thank you to everyone that sends in the super chats. All right, we've got, I said what's up. I missed a couple of y'all. Tanya's in the building too. Shout out to Tanya. And we're going to go ahead and get right into it, guys. All right, so let's go back. What we're going to do is we got a little bit of a rewind. Okay, so we were having so many issues on Friday getting Craig Isom on the stand. The judge was going back and forth to the defense. The defense team was objecting at every single turn, right? So now that we're back, we've got Craig Isom should be ready to go in this testimony. We're going to hear from him. He's going to talk about some of the investigation and what he saw leading up to the tragic assassination of Danny in this case, and what part Donna Adelson had to play in this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back into it. Here we go.
Isom, you, I believe, previously indicated that you reviewed the divorce file as part of your investigation.
Yes.
And that's the court file.
Yes.
All right, and as part of your investigation, did you review the emails that were subject to Wendy Adelson's Google search warrant?
Yes.
And in those emails, was there an email in which the contents of, well, let me ask you first about the motion. Did you review a motion where Dan Markell was seeking to restrict Donna Adelson's access to the children?
Yes, I did.
Uh-oh.
All right, and that motion was filed with the court?
Yes.
It was pending at the time of his death?
Yes.
And
Uh-oh.
did you find in the emails any evidence that the contents of that motion were sent to Donna Adelson?
Yes.
And is that tab AA of State's Exhibit 64?
Yes.
And are the contents of that email substantially similar to the allegations made in the court filing?
Substantially, yes.
Okay. And what
That's
is
not
the
good.
gist of what it is that Dan Markell is requesting?
He does not want Donna Adelson to have unsupervised contact with his children
Why
Dang.
not?
because of the statements that are made in here and that was shown in the court filing that the children reflected that grandma says you're stupid, grandma says she hates you.
And
Judge, Isom, please do not read from any document that has not been admitted.
at this time, Judge, I would ask to admit State's Exhibit 64.
All parts.
Well, that's not
or
great.
Just the part that does not include AA.
Subject to tying up AA, I would seek to admit the whole thing.
States 64, any objection?
Just the objection previously made, Your Honor.
Concerning States 64, it will be admitted except for part AA and any later foundation that needs to be addressed.
There you go.
Did, in your review of these emails contained in State's Exhibit 64, the defendant, Donna Adelson, use any strong language against Dan Markell?
Yes.
Did she call him any names?
Yes.
I would ask you to review State's Exhibit 64, tab DD.
What's she call him? What's she call him, Craig?
Do you recognize that exhibit?
Yes.
What email is that?
This is from Donna to Wendy.
And does she call Dan any names in that email?
She calls him Elvis.
Elvis.
How about asshole?
I know it's in here.
Take your time.
Dang. She hated him.
Have you ever seen an email where she called him an asshole?
I've seen an email, but I don't see it here.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
Tab M, please.
Emma?
M as in Mike.
Emma.
Did she, who, I guess tell us who it's to, who it's from, and the date, please.
It's from Donna to Wendy, March 6th, 2013.
Does she call Dan Markell any names in that email?
Yes, she does.
What
What
did she
names
say?
did she call him?
In this
Name.
particular email, after the first paragraph, it says that she calls him a major fucker.
Please refer to tab Q, a May 3rd of 13
Dang.
email.
Grandma
Yes.
was on
Does that
10.
email, is it from Donna to Wendy?
It is?
And does it reference Wendy's relocation efforts?
Yes.
Does it indicate that Wendy's relocation efforts are extremely important to Donna Adelson?
Yes.
Please reference tab V as in Victor, a June 25th email. Are you familiar with the court filing in which relocation was denied?
Yes.
Do you know on which date relocation was denied?
June 20th, 2013.
So this is email on tab V as in Victor. Is it 5 days after relocation was denied?
It is June 26th, 2013.
Does Donna Adelson, the defendant, propose another plan to facilitate relocation in light of the court's ruling?
Yes.
So this is done after the court's ruling,
Correct.
and relocation is still being discussed.
Yes.
Okay, what does she suggest?
And she suggests that the children between
Danny.
Wendy and Dan start attending, or her at least the ruse of them going to a Christian church or a Catholic church.
And to take pictures of it and send it to Dan Markell, right?
Yes,
To strong arm him into agreeing to the relocation, right?
correct. Coercion.
Did Donna Adelson, the defendant in this case, suggest a bribe to Dan Markell to cause him to allow these kids to be moved to South Florida?
Yes.
Draw your attention to tab W. What is the proposal in reference to this bribe?
$1 million.
$1 million.
Is it really a bribe though?
Okay.
I don't know. Would y'all consider that a bribe?
Were there any death benefits, any monies that were to be gained from the death of Dan Markell?
Yes,
Did he have a life insurance policy?
he did.
What was the amount of the life insurance policy?
One of them was for $2 million.
And a second one for $60,000?
$60,000 from a second one through the law school.
Were there any survivor benefits for these kids in the event of Dan's death?
There
Oh.
was
What are those?
$4,800 a month.
Who gets that money for the disbursement of the kids?
Wendy Adelson.
What about through his employment at FSU Law School? Did he have a pension
Wendy on
there?
trial?
Got a pension, a deferred comp, 401k,
And an estate worth some money, right?
approximately $300,000.
What was the total value of Mr. Markell's estate?
2.7 million.
As part of your investigation, did you attempt to establish a timeline of the victim's activities prior to his murder?
Yes.
What did he do that day?
At 8:50 a.m., he dropped off his children at the preschool daycare on West Tharp Street. From there, he proceeded to go back across town to Premier Fitness Gym off of Village Square Boulevard.
Was there any surveillance at the gym?
Yes,
And was that collected by law enforcement?
it was.
All right. Judge, at this time I'd ask to move into evidence State's Exhibit 119, a thumb drive containing the surveillance collected from Premier Gym.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
States 119 is admitted.
And was the raw data or surveillance video collected from the gym compiled in a way that shows what it is we're looking for concerning Mr. Markell?
That's correct, yes.
Was that done in State's Exhibit 89?
I believe so.
All right, Judge, at this time I'd ask to move into evidence State's 89.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
States 89 is admitted.
Were you able to see on this gym surveillance video Mr. Markell's vehicle enter the parking lot of the gym?
Yes,
At what time does he enter the parking lot of the gym?
I believe it was
9:11 sound right?
9/11, yes.
We're talking about AM, so you said he dropped the kids off at 8:50 and he arrives at the gym at 9:11?
8:50 a.m. is when he dropped the children off, and he signed them in at the daycare. And then at 9/11 is when you see his car enter the parking lot at Premier, all on July 18th, 2014.
And were you able to see anything sinister about the parking lot of Premier Gym on the morning of Mr. Markell's shooting?
Following Markell's car entering the lot, a short time later, a vehicle enters the lot that is similar in description from the next door witness, Mr. Geiger.
What does the suspect vehicle do when Mr. Markell enters the gym?
It parks, and no one gets out of the car.
How long does the suspect vehicle stay there while Mr. Markell's in the gym?
I don't recall the exact amount of time, but it's quite some time that the whole time he's in the gym, and even after he comes out, gets back in his car and leaves. That's when the car leaves at the same time.
All right, so the whole time he's in the gym doing his workout, this suspect Prius is in the parking lot.
Correct.
And when he comes out to leave and gets in his vehicle, what happens with the Prius then?
The Prius follows.
Judge, at
How
this
could-
time, I would ask...
Man, have some awareness, people. How could you not know you were being followed by a powder blue Prius? Dang. I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid. My guard is up all the time. And I for sure would have known a green powder blue Prius following me. Like, and if you've never seen it before, come on, man.
To introduce State's Exhibit 89.
I think I might be paranoid.
I'm sorry, I have introduced it. I'm asking to publish it at this time. Thank you. Is this black vehicle Mr.
Hear from
Markel's
one of the
vehicle?
shooters
Yes,
shortly.
black Honda four-door. Same car.
Where's the Prius? I don't know. Maybe it's just where I grew up. I'm always.
And that's Mr. Markel parking right there behind the flagpole.
That's correct.
I don't know.
What is this vehicle?
That will be the suspect vehicle.
And
Green
is-
Prius.
Okay, consistent with the description given by Mr. Geiger.
He said a light colored or silverish, and the car color is a silver pine mica.
Who's that in the blue circle?
That's Mr. Markel exiting his vehicle.
That's him in the red shirt?
That's correct. It's Mr. Markel entering Premier's main doors.
Dan was getting his workout in. Go ahead, Dan. Doesn't matter now, I guess. Is that insensitive to say? Probably.
What do we see in this image?
I'm sorry.
What do we see in this portion of the tape?
There's
That's
the Prius.
suspect vehicle, the Prius, driving through the parking lot.
At this point, is Mr. Markel inside the gym?
He's inside, yes. This is still in the front section where the car went from right to left.
This is still part of the Premier Gym parking lot?
Correct, yes. It's just the opposite, camera facing the opposite direction. And this is the car reversing course coming back towards the front doors.
Yep.
I mean, they weren't even trying to
Okay,
hide
now
it.
what's the time on the video here?
I can't read 10:30. I think it says 10:38.
Is this Mr. Markel exiting the gym at this
He's
point?
exiting the Premier the same door he came in.
It's just 10:33.
I'm sorry, it's 10:33 on the timestamp.
Thank you.
That's Mr. Markel making his way to the parking lot where his car is parked.
That's tough.
Once he gets in the car, does he sit there a few minutes, or is that at the front end?
I'm sorry.
Does he sit in his car for a few minutes at one point?
Just a short period of time. Then his car starts backing up.
Sitting in your car is crazy too. Dang. Y'all be out here sitting in your car? I think I'm traumatized. Dang, what happened to me? I think I might be traumatized,
That's
guys.
him exiting.
And will we see the suspect vehicle pull out
It's coming
behind
from the
him?
backside. See it?
Sitting in your car. What?
Same suspect vehicle following the direction of Markel's car.
All right, and it exits the parking lot at 10:39 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay. And based on what would be the logical route from here to Mr. Markel's home, did you try to get some additional surveillance to see if you could catch the suspect vehicle any further?
Yes.
What was that?
That was the location was the business. No, I'm sorry, it's the bus video off of a bus at McClay Commerce Boulevard and Thomasville Road.
All right. And were you able to actually find some bus video from both before and after the shooting of the suspect vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. And were those the raw data that you collected from the bus compiled into clips similar to what we saw on the gym video?
That's correct.
Sorry, guys.
All right, Judge, at this time, I would ask to move into evidence States Exhibit 120, a thumb drive containing the bus raw data, and States Exhibit 90, a disc containing the bus video clips.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
States 90 and 120 are good.
Permission to publish States 90.
You may.
All right, if you can pause it for just a minute. Can you orient us? Is this the McClay Commerce?
Yes, this is the bus is pointing east. So just beyond that circle is where the flyover starts. If you're going southbound, you can take the flyover to get on Capitol Circle after you pass McClay Gardens and everything. So this car is on Thomasville Road, not the flyover, and it is going southbound.
All right, and this camera is mounted on the bus. That's how we were able to get this image?
Correct.
Okay.
This is a city bus.
Continue, please.
Did it have any video?
The time on this, 10:44 a.m., is
Correct.
that right? And what is this orange circle?
This is the Prius going the same direction as Markel's car, southbound on Thomasville Road.
Okay, now where are we?
This is southbound on Thomasville. We've gone underneath the I-10 overpass, and we're at Metropolitan Boulevard, and the bus just so happens to pull up right behind the Prius.
Based on the image in this exhibit right here, were you able to deduce the tag number of the Prius?
No,
That would have saved you a lot of
a
trouble, though,
lot
wouldn't it?
of time, yes. The video could not be enhanced anymore.
Does the evidence suggest that Markel had already gone on through past this traffic light?
Correct, because this car was behind Markel's car. So he must have beat the light or got through the intersection before this light.
The way they put this
now,
presentation
orient
together
us.
is amazing.
I believe we're now at Thomasville Road, southbound at Benton. And that circle was the Prius in the left turn lane to go from Thomasville eastbound on Benton Road.
And is that the way to Mr. Markel's residence?
Not this time. He turned beforehand, we found out later on.
We found out later that Mr. Markel turned later on.
Yes.
But this is the
car
way the
turned.
suspect vehicle goes.
Right, he turns left.
Okay, can you get to Mr. Markel's residence from Benton Road?
Yes.
The way he turned?
Yes.
This is
All right,
crazy. They
now,
got the bus
Can you
footage.
back it up, please?
This is wild.
So the last time we see the suspect vehicle turning off Thomasville onto Benton Road is what time? Hit play, please.
1040, no, 1051.
Okay. And what time does our, pause it please, what time does our 911 call come in?
11:02 a.m.
Okay, so he was killed between 10:51 and 11:02.
Well, we narrowed it down even more than that. But,
Okay. Tell me how you narrowed it down further.
well, this bus now, this is a different bus. Same city bus group, but this is a totally different bus that's northbound on Thomasville Road. So based on the time, this bus is northbound, the shooting has already happened.
Oh, wow.
And you'll see that the Prius catches up in the same lane as that black vehicle there next to the bus at 10:55, I believe. 10:55. Here it comes.
So that helps you narrow it down to what as the time of death?
10:50, well, 10:51, he's in the Prius is in the turn lane. At 10:55, they've already left Prescott and they're northbound towards I-10.
Okay, and you say they. Why do you say they?
Well, here shortly, you'll see what appears to be two different individuals in the front seat of this car.
Uh-oh. This
See
is how they
something
got
white
busted.
moving around in the passenger seat?
Yeah, the white shirt, the person in that side of the car, it seems extremely animated, excited. And the other side, the best view that I've ever gotten is someone's in a solid black shirt or upper top.
We don't want to see her. We want to see the video. Dang.
All right, and this is a slowed down version to try to get a better look at those occupants. All right, what are these orange circles indicating?
These are characteristics of this car that we found to be unique. The passenger side mirror is solid black. These cars have, when they come new, the mirror is the same color as the car, the mirror casing on the outside. This one's been replaced, it appears, because it's black. The circle in the middle of the top of the windshield, that appears to be a sun pass or toll type pass activator. And then the lower bumper circle, that's where a tow hook can be threaded in for towing purposes.
Oh, the cap was
But
missing.
otherwise it has a cap over it and the cap is missing.
Were you able to deduce anything about the year of the Toyota Prius?
Based on the research that we did through Toyota,
2011?
this was established to be a 2006 to 2009 Toyota Prius. And the color, as I said before, is silver pine mica.
All right, is it fair to characterize your investigation as having kind of two different veins at this point? We're looking at motive over here and we're looking at the Prius over here.
Correct.
Okay. And you mentioned the SunPass transponder, so we know this Prius, I'm assuming it's not the only silver pine mica Prius between 06 and 09 in the state.
Correct.
All right, so what do we do to try to track down the SunPass transponder?
I contacted Florida Department of Transportation, who administers the SunPass, and
Fit investigator in here.
wanted to find out, what's the likelihood of that kind of car having a SunPass, and I was overwhelmed there was thousands. So that wasn't narrowing down anything very quick.
At that time, was SunPass more affiliated with South Florida, or did pretty much everybody in Tallahassee have one?
No, south and central, anything Orlando south for the most part.
Okay. Did you have any indication based on the surveillance video available as to where the vehicle went after it fled from Markel's residence?
I just know that right here it's going northbound towards I-10 from Thomasville.
All right. Let's watch the
Interesting.
end.
This intersection is Armistead, so this is north of Benton, heading back towards I-10.
Was any
Yeah,
cell phone
vintage for
analysis worked on in this case?
Excuse me?
Cell phone analysis?
Yes.
Who performed the cell phone analysis?
Sergeant Corbett.
Okay, and is that something that was going on simultaneously as you doing this SunPass
That's correct.
thing? Okay. And did Corbett's work include trying to look for phones of interest traveling in the areas that we know where you found our suspect vehicle?
That and Premier Jim.
Okay. And we will talk to Sergeant Corbett later, but based on his analysis, did you have an idea or develop an idea of the route that your suspects may have taken?
Yes.
All right, and what did you do to follow up on that?
Well, initially, because of our large expanse of cars, we started looking for South Florida at any cars going through the interchange southbound at Wildwood, where you get on the turnpike from I-75. That was a bust. We didn't. It was way too many. We couldn't find anything that was concrete. So once the phone analysis was done, we had a better idea that there was one particular number, and tracking that went southbound on I-75 all the way to Naples, and then crossing over on Alligator Alley, which is still I-75, from west to east, from Naples to Broward County.
And once you learned that it was actually this other route than what you would expect, were you able to do anything with in reference to the toll plazas and the SunPass transponder that you weren't able to do previously?
That's correct.
Okay, tell us about that.
Once we had that established, then I contacted the
Sounds like a
SunPass
decent investigation.
administrators again at the Department of Transportation. And I explained to them what I had. I said, we got a Prius, a 2006 to 2009, Silver Pine Mica, not that they had that in the records. I says, but we have them going through approximately this toll plaza in Naples, going westbound. And once I gave them that and the time, within a couple minutes of when they would have gone through, they showed an activation with a transponder from the windshield at that toll plaza in Naples, in Collier County, and there was only one Prius. And that's what we determined, that it was going back to South Florida and cutting across Alligator Alley.
All right, and were you able to backtrack and find the toll plaza record or SunPass record of the vehicle coming to Tallahassee as well?
Correct. On the 16th of July, that same transponder, we're talking about the sticker on the windshield, that same transponder went through from Broward County, West Broward County, through the other end of the toll plaza. There's one on each end.
This is how
and
they
nothing
got
in the
him.
middle. But one going eastbound, that same transponder on the 16th of July cut across Alligator Alley and then presumably went up 75, which the phone records will show that. And then the return trip was the first one we found.
And did that help you identify the particular SunPass transponder by like an identification number?
Yes.
And is a particular SunPass transponder affiliated with a particular vehicle through some type of SunPass record?
Yes, it shows the customer who purchased the SunPass, and they submit what kind of vehicle it is, the tag number. In case of SunPass, I mean, the transponder doesn't work, they can still use their credit because it'll take a picture of the tag.
All right, so what did you learn about the suspect vehicle at this time from the SunPass stuff?
It was a rental. It was a rental from a Miami car rental place called Save Gas.
Okay. Did law enforcement go to Save Gas
They
in
did.
Miami?
Yes,
Was there any documentation discovered at that business
was.
related to the rental of this vehicle?
there was.
67. I'm going to approach and show you what I marked as state 67. Recognize state 67?
Yes,
Okay, is that the rental contract that you found at the Save Gas related to your suspect vehicle?
that's correct.
All right. Is it a fair and accurate copy of that exhibit or that
Yes.
document? Okay, moving to evidence state 67, Your Honor.
Carry on.
State 67 is admitted.
Permission to publish 67.
You may.
And what did we learn about the people that rented the car from this state 67? Not on there? All right, who rented the vehicle?
Where does Donna come
This
in?
document, Luis Rivera, Normandy Drive in Miami is the one that rented this car.
We're gonna hear from Luis shortly.
And did he provide a phone number for himself?
Yes,
Is that the number listed right here?
yes.
Okay. And any other drivers listed on the contract?
No driver listed there, but up in the top, you see the word brother and a phone number that became significant.
All right. And whose phone number were you able to associate? Who were you able to associate this phone number with? The brother.
Sigfredo Garcia.
When was this vehicle rented?
This on the 16th of July. I'm sorry, this shows 15th. 15th of July.
Okay. And when was it due back?
It was due back on the 17th of July.
Didn't go back on the 17th though.
No, I don't believe it got back till the 21st.
Okay. Approach and show you what I've marked in the States Exhibit 65. Recognize State 65?
I do.
How do you recognize it?
This was a traffic citation that we discovered Luis Rivera received on I-75.
On I-75 on the way to Tallahassee in the Prius?
No, it was a different car. This was on a different. This was dated June 4th.
I'm sorry, I've showed you the wrong thing. Not the right thing.
Get it together, prosecutor. Dang. So I'll be interested to see how they tie all this going
We'll have
on
to circle back to that.
Donna.
All right. Let me ask you
Hopefully we'll
about
get to it shortly.
phone. You mentioned that Sergeant Corbett was working on the phone records. I'm going to approach and show you what I marked as States Exhibit 55. Recognize this exhibit?
I do.
It's this sort of an org chart of all the folks whose phone records we collected in this case, or many of them.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
And by stipulation, Judge, these phone numbers have been associated with the folks on the chart, so I'd ask to move into evidence States 55.
Yes, and no objection to the publishing.
55 is admitted at this time.
Publishing States 55. Okay, well, we'll work on that too.
Here we go. Now we're tying it to Donna. Let's go.
All right. Now, Sigfredo Garcia and Luis Rivera, those are the two subjects that you establish as being in the Prius. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And these are their phone numbers that have been associated with them listed beneath them.
Correct.
And we've got two different numbers for Luis Rivera. Is that right?
Rivera had two separate numbers, but his main one was the 570 that was on the rental contract.
All right. And the nicknames that are shown there, are those the nicknames that those two go by?
Correct. Tuto and Tato.
Tuto and Tato.
Correct.
Okay. Were you able to establish any link through people between the two that came in the Prius and the Adelson family?
No.
Okay. Were you able to establish any type, did you develop a theory or any evidence as to why these two people came to Tallahassee to murder Dan Markell?
Well, eventually, we learned that the female, Catherine Magbanua, was the mother of Sigfredo Garcia's children and considered each other spouses, to my best understanding.
Okay, and
And
did
at the
she
same
have...
time,
Go ahead.
same time, we also found out that
Craig
she
is
had
hilarious,
been
man.
dating and in a relationship with Charlie Adelson.
All right, so initially, was there any connection between these two guys from Miami and Dan Markel?
None.
All right, so this was the connection that was established, turned out to be Catherine Magbanua.
The only connection we could find.
Okay, and was that done through phone records and ultimately other communication records and testimony?
That's correct.
Okay. Did you, as a result of developing Catherine Magbanua as a potential suspect, investigate her at all?
Yes,
All right, and did that include an investigation into her employment?
that's correct.
What was her employment status around the time of this murder?
At the time of the murder, I believe she worked at another dental office somewhere, but post-murder, she started receiving compensation from the Adelson Institute.
What is the Adelson Institute?
It's a dental practice,
That ain't
according
great.
to online information operated by Harvey Adelson and Charlie Adelson.
Okay, and were the two of them dentists?
Yes, I believe Charlie is recognized as a periodontist.
Did you come to learn what Donna Adelson's role, if any, was in that business?
Yes, she was clerical and
She's in charge of billing.
books.
I'm
for the
sure.
business.
Yep.
Did you attempt to procure some employment records from the Adelson Institute to verify Ms. Magbanua's employment?
Is Donna
did.
funneling
All
money?
right, tell us about that.
Myself and Special Agent Sanford from the FBI went to the office, physically to the office in Broward County, Tamarack, and served a subpoena seeking records for the employment of Catherine Magbanua, and we received nothing at the initial time.
Wow.
Later on, the best I could get from, I believe it was an attorney that represented that dental office, just a list of checks that were paid checks from the Adelson Institute to Catherine Magbanua, but no W-2, no responsibility forms, nothing that showed what she actually did as being employed at that institute.
What was it, regular business hours when you entered there physically?
Yes,
Was Ms. Magbanua present when you entered the building?
no,
Did the employees that you have contact with seem to know who she was or what it was that she did there?
the initial person that I spoke to at the desk, at the front desk, she had no idea who this person was, who Magbanua was. The
Wow.
other person that came up to the front, she said she knew the name, but did not know what her responsibilities were with the company.
And the person that knew the name, who is that?
Erica Johnson, I believe.
And I'm going to approach and show you 68. Recognize 68?
Yes, this is all I received as far as any type of records for Magbanua and her relationship with the Adelson Institute.
All right. And did the records include any job description for Ms. Magbanua?
No,
Any employment application,
no,
schedule,
no,
timesheet,
nope,
W-2 forms, or tax filing records?
nope,
Any performance evaluations?
none.
That's not good.
So
man.
only the checks.
Only the checks.
Yikes.
According to those checks, during what period of time was Catherine Magbanua on the Adelson Institute payroll?
From September of 2014 all the way, this particular one shows March of 2016, but I believe it goes further than that into May 2016.
Right. So it starts shortly after the homicide, about 2 months?
Yes. Actually, the homicide happened July 18th, and the first check was dated September 18th.
For what pay period?
I don't see the pay period on this one.
But presumably she'd be paid for a pay period that had
2 weeks prior.
concluded. Okay.
According to the way this is laid out.
All right, and we are going to learn more about the bump or the undercover operation, but is it fair to say the checks terminated shortly after the undercover operation in 2016?
Yes,
She said we got a leak.
Did you notice
She
in
knew
your
she had a
review of that exhibit, the documents provided by the Adelson Institute, that some of those check numbers were consecutive?
yes, I did.
Who signed those checks?
Donna Adelson,
All of them?
everyone.
Were you ever able to develop any evidence that Magbanowa was physically going to the Adelson Institute during
There
these
she
pay
is.
periods?
Never.
Any evidence that she performed some service off-site for that business?
Nothing was established that showed that.
Any evidence of any contact with any patients?
No,
And you were, we'll learn later, listening to some of her phone calls, right?
that's correct.
When was Catherine Magbanowa arrested for her role in this murder?
October 1, 2016,
Were you present for her arrest?
I was.
And was she allowed to contact her lawyer from the arrest scene?
Yes,
Did you speak to her attorney as well?
I did.
Who was her attorney?
Tara Kawas,
What happened after that phone call?
after Ms. Magbanowa was placed into a car for transport to the Broward County Jail, way less than 20 minutes later, I received a phone call on my phone.
What's the objection?
Because lack of relevance, he's about to testify to something that has nothing to do with my client.
No received objections. Ms. Kaplan, please lay the foundation as to this matter in this trial.
Co-conspirator statement, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Go ahead, sir.
What a waste
So-
of time. Jesus.
Okay, so let me back up. So while Ms. McBammer was detained on scene, where she was arrested in the daytime, daylight hours, she was allowed to place a call to her attorney. She spoke to her attorney. I spoke to her attorney, and I asked that Ms. Kawas, the attorney representing her at the time, that she contact her client, McBammer, at the Broward County Jail, and if in fact she wanted to cooperate with the investigation, to call me back.
So you were
And-
interested in getting information from Ms. Magbanowa?
Correct.
Information about the other parties involved in this case?
Yes.
Okay.
So what I mean by cooperation is if she wanted to provide testimony about other players in this. And so I told Ms. Kawas, if you'll talk to your client, obviously out of my presence, and if she decides to cooperate, call me back, and I will go to the Broward County Jail and meet.
And did that happen?
No.
What happened instead?
Well, like I said, within less than 20 minutes from that conversation, I received a phone call from a gentleman that identified himself as David Marcus. Instead, he was an attorney representing Charlie Adelson. And he asked that if Charlie Adelson was to be arrested, if I would just contact him.
When I reviewed the objection, there's relevance, and this is not co-conspirator issue.
Specifically as a co-conspirator aspect, Ms. Kappelman, you need to keep the examination focused on that. Members of the jury, as to the last objection, I will sustain it. You may continue, Ms. Kappelman.
So you speak to Kawas, and your next phone call is from Charlie's lawyer.
Correct.
No further questions.
There it is. Okay.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
He said, just a moment. Boy, you've been sitting there for 2 hours. Come on, man. This defense is getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. In case y'all were wondering, Charlie Adelson is serving a life sentence right now. Shocker. Jesus. They got Charlie up out of there.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, at the time of this investigation, when it began, how long had you been with the Tallahassee Police Department?
25 years.
You'd spent vast majority of your career as an investigator detective.
No, I probably spent most of my career as a street officer.
Okay. At the time of this, how long had you been a detective?
6 years.
And you continue to be the lead for Tallahassee Police Department on this investigation until your retirement, correct?
Correct.
Now, it's important when you're conducting an investigation, especially a homicide investigation, for you to be thorough, correct?
Yes.
You don't want to leave essentially any stone unturned,
Yes.
obviously within reason.
Yes.
You talked about your agency beginning to obtain cellular phone records of the Adelson family pretty early on, correct? You started getting them in July?
Yes.
Okay. And you learned that Wendy Adelson's parents, my client and her husband, lived in Miami, correct?
I believe at the time it was Coral Springs, but,
They had a place on Miami Beach?
well, I know that they ended up at Miami Beach. I don't recall at the time of the homicide if they were living on Miami Beach.
Okay. But you knew that they were in South Florida?
South Florida is correct.
Okay. And so as your investigation continued and you started looking into, you made the connection between the two individuals who drove up here, Sigfredo Garcia and Luis Rivera. You made that connection to Catherine Magbanua, correct?
Right.
And you made that connection to Charlie Adelson, correct?
Correct.
And then you see these large cash deposits into Katie Magbanua, or you see Katie Magbanua's unemployment status.
Right.
She's still paying her bills in South Florida.
Yes.
Now, you also mentioned that you contacted the SunPass Authority.
Yes.
Did you ever, you'd already made a connection between the investigation and the Adelson family at this point, pretty quickly.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, well, over a couple years. By the time June of 2016 comes, comes about, you've already made that connection.
Oh, yes. By that time, yes.
And you contacted the SunPass
Get it
Authority for
together.
my client's SunPass records, correct?
No.
No, you didn't. Did you contact the Turnpike Authority for construction records for the Turnpike?
Construction records?
Yes.
No.
What about for I-95 or 595?
To my knowledge, there is no, and I believe I established that with the FDOT, Florida Department of Transportation, that there was no toll system on 95.
Okay. I was asked about construction records on 95.
I did not inquire about construction records.
What about accident records?
Accident records?
Yeah.
No.
Now, isn't it true that my client and her husband shared an email address?
I believe they did.
You learned that during your investigation. In fact, I think Wendy said that, didn't she? In her interview with you?
I don't recall whether she said it.
Where is...
This guy. Come on, man. Maybe he's getting warmed up. I'll give him a chance.
Now, Mr. Isom, you identified emails that are contained in State's Exhibit 64, correct?
Yes.
And according to your testimony, these are emails between my client and her daughter, correct?
Yes.
Let's see. And in some of these emails, my client called Danny Markell bad names.
Yes.
She never actually said she hated him, did she? In any of these emails?
That came through the grandchildren.
Okay. At the time, the grandchildren were 3 and 4.
I don't recall the age. They were young.
And you also testified about a
Saying
bribe.
the kids lied.
You are not a family law attorney, are you?
No.
Okay. And you have no idea whether or not it's permitted for one party to offer any sort of financial incentive to another party when it comes to relocation.
Me and Amy were just talking about this in the chat.
That's not in my realm.
It's not a bribe. It's not a bribe. They need to stop calling it that.
And you also testified about Mr. Markell's life insurance policy, pension, and you said that those funds went to his children with Wendy as a custodian?
Some of them, and some of them was Dan Markell's sister as a custodian.
Okay. Did my client receive any financial benefit in the form of Danny's life insurance, his pension, or anything else?
Not that I could tell.
Going back to those emails, especially the one the state highlighted concerning the Catholic Church and dressing the kids up. Wendy didn't take those suggestions, did she?
No.
You testified just now concerning your attempt to obtain employment records for Miss Magbanua from the Adelson Institute. It's a small business, right?
It appeared to be.
Just a handful of employees?
Yeah, there was only 2 there at the time.
You don't know whether or not any of the employees had a written job description?
No, I do not know that.
You don't know if any of the employees' files had evaluations or job reviews?
I didn't see that. I just...
Yeah, but if they didn't have their tax information, they didn't have a W-2, they didn't have their license on file, they didn't have any of that, are they really an employee? I mean, were they just getting paid under the table? What's the defense here?
I would think with that type of business and working on people's mouths and so forth that there would be a little scrutiny involved.
But you don't know if they kept those records for any
I
employee,
have no
do
idea.
you?
I was only seeking and only had cause to seek for Magbanua.
And when Miss Magbanua
They
was
had to have
arrested,
had that
you testified
information.
that you received a call from someone who identified himself as Charlie's attorney, correct?
After her arrest, the gentleman that called my number was he identified himself as an attorney for Charlie Adelson.
Not Donna Adelson.
Not Donna.
Now, is it unusual in an investigation like this for a defense attorney to contact you about whether or not there's a warrant for their client's arrest?
I wouldn't say that. If I can... It was shocking to me that within that short a time frame, the only way that this person would have knowledge would be from Magbanua's attorney. So there would be contact between Magbanua's attorney and this person identifying himself as Charlie's attorney in a short, very short time. No media, nothing had been divulged.
So what you found unusual was the short time frame, not the phone call itself.
No, it was immediate, and I'm basically telling ClassE, if your client wants to cooperate, contact me. Don't call somebody else that's a co-conspirator, their attorney.
You didn't receive a call from anyone identifying themselves as Donna's attorney in that instant, did
No,
you?
sir.
Okay. Ms. Kappelman asked you about what has been coined that grandmother motion. Again, you're not a family law attorney.
Right, still not.
And so although you read the motion
Yes.
and you're educated, absent having some legal knowledge, can you interpret what is being requested in the motion?
I believe so. I think it's pretty plain.
I'm glad you said that. Now, I want to go back to the emails, and I'm going to use the board. The emails that you
got reasonable
testified
doubt?
were between my client and her mother.
I just if you needed to take a break.
I'm going to show you 64 EE. Let's see. The sender of this email is not Donna Adelson, is it?
No, it doesn't. I don't know who it's from. It's not showing it.
Okay, it's an evite.com invitation.
I've seen those.
Okay. You don't have any personal knowledge as to how these are generated, do you?
Someone has to go through this program to get it set up and sent out.
But you don't have any personal knowledge as to how that's done, do you?
No.
Man,
The
Craig
next
does not
page
want to
of
be
EE,
there.
It's August 30th, 2014 email to Wendy. Now, the sender is donnaharvey@gmail.com, correct?
That's correct.
Whose name is next to that?
Harvey Adelson.
That's not Donna Adelson, is it?
No, I believe that's her husband.
Next. It's an email dated September 12th, 2014. And the sender is saying that Lincoln will attend Tot Shabbat with his grandpa, Harvey Adelson. Isn't that what it says?
Yes, it does.
Who's it from?
It's from DonnaHarvey@gmail.com.
And whose name is next to that?
It says Harvey Adelson.
I'm going to show you 64FF. This is, again, from DonnaHarvey@gmail.com, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Whose name is there?
Where it says from,
Yes.
it says Harvey Adelson.
Wendy, this is the information on work order for repair of TV Friday, July 18th between 8 and 12. Love, Dad. My
Yes.
client's not Dad, is she?
I wouldn't refer to him as that. I don't think she would either.
We got the reasonable doubt, folks.
Now, this is still part of that same,
You got Greg
Email.
up there squirming.
the Geek Squad schedule. Would you be willing to accept a sooner appointment if one becomes available? Do you see that language?
Yes.
What's the answer underneath that?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Redirect examination. Go ahead.
The defense pointed out, hey, Harvey and Donna share an email address, right?
Yeah.
DonnaHarvey@gmail.com. And some of these are signed Dad.
Right.
Are some of them signed Mom?
Right.
Okay, and drawing your attention to this one on May 3rd, 2013, including the statement, the most important part of your divorce is relocation. On page 4 of that exhibit, well, let me start by going to the very end. Inconveniently, the way this printed, love you. Who signed that one?
Mom.
All right, and on page 4 of the exhibit, just a moment. State's Exhibit W, this is one from Thursday, June 27th, 2013. It's signed Mom and Dad, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And this one,
So we're just gonna keep going back and forth about the emails. We get it. They shared an email. Let's keep it moving. This isn't even about Wendy right now. Crazy.
all right, so we've got some from Mom and Dad, right?
That's correct.
No further questions.
You may step down, Mr. Isom. Will he be retained?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may
they-
recall at some point in the trial. there's a name
They said they're gonna bring him back.
What's that?
Am I under the rule?
Yes, sir.
All right, there it is. So that is Craig who did the investigation. What do y'all think? Smooth investigation, clean investigation. Did he leave some stones unturned? Most investigators do. In this case, I don't know what we're going back and forth about here. It's strange, the timing of everything. It's strange shortly after the police set up the bump, as they called it, that they stopped, excuse me, that they stopped paying for this employee. Then it was weird that they started paying her after everything went down with Danny. So y'all have to let me know what you think in the comments in the chat. Very, very interesting. Let's keep it moving. We're going to get on to the next witness because, oh, you guys are going to love this one. Let me see. They're going on a break and then we come back with, oh yeah, we've got Mr. Rivera in the building. Y'all ready for this one? Excuse me. Goodness. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we've got our next witness up here in the Donna Adelson trial. One of the convicted, I should say, convicted shooters. Y'all check it out.
What's that?
May I address the court while she's working on the
Go
jury?
ahead.
I would like some clarification on the hearing that is going to be conducted outside the presence of the jury regarding State's Exhibit 60. My takeaway from our sidebar was that I was going to authenticate every single
With
page.
the sidebar.
The defense has now advised me they only have limited objections to State 60, so I would ask for some clarification on what we're doing there.
Starting 60, the defense can be heard.
I think we resolved that with the court's ruling already, Your Honor.
We don't care about this. Get Mr.
Only
Rivera up here.
exception, the
Skip
foundation
it.
has begun with the detective as to any. You can take a seat for right now, Mr. Rivera.
Here we go. This is gonna be good. Oh, I didn't capitalize his first name. You're looking at a man that's never getting out of jail.
All right, you're entering the courtroom.
He ain't never getting out.
Everyone can be seated. Mr. Rivera, please raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, sir.
Take your seat. Please speak loudly and clearly.
Yes, sir.
Of course it is. He's got nothing to
You may
lose.
examine.
Sir, please introduce yourself and spell your name.
Luis Rivera. Luis Rivera.
Mr. Rivera, where are you from?
I'm from Puerto Rico.
Okay, but were you living in Miami back in 2014?
Yes, ma'am.
How long did you live in Miami?
My whole life.
You were born in Puerto Rico, though?
Yeah.
Okay, but moved to Miami at what age?
2 years old.
Okay. Have you been convicted of a felony,
Yes, ma'am.
including the murder that we're here about today?
Yes, ma'am.
It's 5 felonies, sound correct?
Cold.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're currently incarcerated?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that for this case or this case and another case?
Both. Well,
Both. So it's a federal sentence and this sentence.
State case.
What did you plead to in this case?
This case, guilty
Guilty to what?
to second-degree murder.
Second
You
degree
can speak
murder.
out, Mr. Rivera. That'd be solely.
Guilty to second-degree murder.
We can hear him better than anybody else.
What was your sentence on the second degree murder?
19 years.
Okay, and that was concurrent with your federal sentence, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what did you have to do in exchange for getting a 19-year sentence?
I cooperate.
What does cooperation mean to you?
Well, telling.
Telling on who?
My co-defenders, Garcia, Katie.
All right, did anybody ever tell you what to say?
No,
Oh,
ma'am.
he's a
Has
snitch.
anybody ever told you anything other than to tell the truth?
No, excuse me.
Has anybody told you to say anything other than the truth?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than the sentence that you got in exchange for cooperation?
No, ma'am.
Did anybody ever tell you, oh, you have to testify about a specific person to get a deal?
No, ma'am. Not at all.
Have you been offered anything on your federal sentence from doing this cooperation on this case?
No.
He's a snitch. So I'm guessing he's not the one that pulled the trigger.
As part of your negotiation or your lawyer's negotiation of this case, did you give up what's called a proffer, a recorded proffer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And even back then when you gave the proffer, did anybody tell you what you needed to say there?
No, ma'am.
Were you hired to participate in the murder of Dan Markell?
Yes, ma'am.
Who hired you to be involved in the murder?
Well, I got it from my friend, Dudo Garcia.
Is that Sigfredo Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you know him?
Childhood friends.
He snitched on his
to
friend
cooperate
growing up.
and
Dang.
get this deal, you had to turn on one of your best friends.
Yes, ma'am.
Ask him if he's a
Who enlisted
snitch.
Sigfredo Garcia to be a part of this murder?
Katie,
Who's Katie?
his wife.
Is that Catherine Magbanoa?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you
Dang.
know who enlisted her to be involved in this murder?
Not really.
Was
He
it a
said
murder
not
for
really.
hire?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know that somebody was paying Katie?
Yes, ma'am.
And Katie was the one that brought the money to you all, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Big snitch.
And what was the purpose of this murder as you understood it?
That they wanted the kids.
Who wanted the kids?
Wendy.
Okay. And did you understand that you were killing the father of the kids so that Wendy could have the kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you previously referred to a dentist being involved?
Yes, ma'am.
Who was the dentist?
Charlie.
And how was he related?
Katie's boyfriend. IPs, whatever you want to call him.
All right, so Katie was the wife of Garcia, but also the girlfriend of the dentist?
Yeah.
Did you have any contact with the dentist ever?
No.
Did you have any contact with any member of the Adelson family?
No, ma'am.
Everything went through Katie, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What did the dentist, if you know, have to do with the lady in Tallahassee who needed her kids?
I don't know nothing about him. I don't know nothing about that family.
Who was in charge of getting the money after the job was done?
Katie.
How much were you to be paid for your part in this crime?
35.
$35,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know
That's
the total
it?
amount that the job paid?
No, not really.
Did you know how much Garcia got?
40, I believe.
$40,000?
Yeah.
Because he
And did you
pulled
know
the
how much
trigger.
Katie got?
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
She got
But
a
I think it was
job.
like 40. I think it was, told it was be like 100, something like that.
Okay, somewhere in the neighborhood of $100,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Was it a one-time payment or was it a payment that occurred over time? It's what you got.
No, it's a one-time payment.
A one-time payment.
What did you know about the man that you came to Tallahassee to kill?
That's what she
I don't
got
know nothing about
her,
him.
her augmentation.
How did you know who to kill?
Constituto. Garcia.
How did he know?
Katie.
Did he have some information about the man you were here to kill?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell him what that was.
I was a piece of paper with his picture on of his face and the address.
Picture of Dan Markell's face?
Yes, ma'am.
And the address of what? Where he
Of
lived?
his house, yes.
Did you and Rivera refer to each other, I'm sorry, you and Garcia refer to each other as brothers?
Yes, ma'am.
He knows he's a snitch.
Moving evidence states 45, Your Honor.
Objection.
No, Your Honor.
States 45 is admitted.
35,000 for a hit is.
Is that you and Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Please silence your phones.
$35K for a hit, man.
Have you ever been to Tallahassee before you came for this case, related to this case?
Never in my life.
How many times did you come to Tallahassee related to this case?
This case twice.
So were you with Sigfredo Garcia both times?
Yeah,
Was that one time in June and one time in July?
I believe so.
Okay, and July was the time, second time is when the murder happened, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Was it just the two of you on both of these trips?
Yes, ma'am.
Objection states 44.
No objection.
Introduce states 44, Your Honor.
States 24 is admitted.
Publishing states 44. Who's this right here?
Garcia.
And this?
Katie.
Who's that?
My baby mama.
Your child's mother?
Yes, ma'am.
What's her name?
Jessica.
Okay, and that's you there?
Yes.
Was this picture taken before or after the murder?
Shout out to Jessica. And he ain't here snitching again. That's the thing.
At the time of the murder,
He's a
was Katie
super
with the
snitch.
dentist? Was Katie with Garcia? Was she with both?
Both.
Were you, at the time of this murder, living with Jessica Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
There's an address on the rental car contract, 1515 Northeast 135th Street, number 14. Do you recognize that address?
That's my apartment. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the first trip that occurred in June. How did you get here for that trip?
Well, we rented a car.
Who rented the car for the June trip?
The first one.
Yeah, if you remember.
I can't really remember. Been so long.
But one of you, either you or Sigfredo?
Yeah, I think it was Fredo. I rented the Prius, so I never rented on the car.
Okay. So Garcia rented the car for the June trip, but it was a rental car that y'all brought up here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you take the same route on both trips to get to Tallahassee?
So they got a rental car.
I don't remember.
He
Okay,
said,
and did he have the
"Shit."
paper with the
I don't
picture
know.
of Dan Markel on both trips?
Yes.
And what did you do on the first trip?
We drove by here and we just followed him around to see where he lived and shit. But
Okay, were you planning to kill him on the first trip?
Sloppy. Who hired these
I don't
dudes?
remember.
Okay, did you have a gun on the first
dang.
trip?
Yeah.
Did you have a gun that you procured specifically to kill Dan Markel with?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that a gun that you bought off the street?
Yes, ma'am.
You bought it.
I bought it.
Okay. And were there any other guns in the vehicle for that first trip, if you know?
I think we
I
had,
never put myself in a situation to snitch, but snitching is so painful, man. Y'all ever sit here and just listen to somebody sing like this and you're just like, ugh. Feel like you need to take a shower.
The vehicle for
Dang.
that first trip, if you know.
I think we had two.
All right.
That's
What was the
crazy.
other gun?
So 38.
Whose gun was that?
This is
Garcia.
crazy.
On that first trip in June of 2014, did
Like
you
the second
and
coming of
Garcia
Aretha
go
Franklin
to
up there.
Markel's residence?
Yeah.
And did you lay eyes on him that first trip?
I believe I passed by his house and scoped him out.
You said you followed him. Do you remember where you followed him on the first trip?
Yeah, I followed him to a daycare.
Okay. How long were you here that first trip?
Maybe I don't remember.
A couple days sound right?
Just a couple of days.
Why wasn't Dan Markel killed on that first trip, if you know?
If I remember, I wasn't gonna do nothing in front of no kids. But
He had the kids with him,
yeah, yes he did.
Respect.
but for whatever reason, it didn't happen on that trip.
We lost him. I believe we lost him.
Okay. And when you didn't get it done on that trip, was anyone angry at you?
At me?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right. Did you hear at some point that y'all were going to have to come back if you wanted to get the money and finish the job?
Yeah.
All right. So you did come back in July. Is that right?
We came back.
And that's when you came in the Prius.
Yes, ma'am.
And you rented the Prius, right?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay. And that phone number that you wrote on the Prius rental agreement and wrote brother, that was Garcia's phone number?
Yeah, I think.
Dang.
You took phones with you to Tallahassee for both trips, right?
Yeah.
Did you turn your phone off for the actual murder?
Big snitch.
Yeah, I did.
What about Garcia? Do you know if he turned his phone off?
When the murder happened?
Yes, sir.
Shit. Man, I don't remember.
Okay. Did you stay in Tallahassee for a couple nights when you came here
You
the
better
second
stop
time?
cursing. The judge is gonna get him.
And we stayed here for a night or two, I think.
Okay. Did y'all rent a hotel room?
Yes.
Do you know how many guns were with you on that second trip?
Nah, just one.
You only remember one gun on that trip?
Yeah, I remember
And
one.
that's the murder weapon?
Yes, ma'am.
The one you bought on the street?
Yes, ma'am.
What type of gun was that?
A 38?
That's a revolver?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember an incident where there was a shot fired into the floorboard of the Prius?
Yes.
Could you tell the jurors about that?
Well, we was driving and Garcia put the gun out and shot the gas line in the car.
Through the floorboard of the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Passenger side or driver's side?
Passenger side.
Okay, and that was the murder weapon that fired that shot?
And I don't remember.
Okay. But he was messing around with some gun and fired it into the car.
Yeah.
And were y'all driving in the car when that happened?
Yes, ma'am.
And did it disable the car?
The car started stopping. Little by little, it just started slowing down.
Okay, that's the Prius, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How did y'all get the car going again?
We seen somebody that he knew and stopped him and took him to the auto place to get a piece of hose to put it back together.
And the guy that you saw that he knew, are you talking about a local drug dealer here that y'all had met on the first trip?
Yes, ma'am.
And that person assisted you in getting some way to fix the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Who was good with cars, you or Garcia or both?
Garcia.
All right, so he was able to make a repair to the gas line?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you follow Dan Markel again during this second trip?
Yeah.
Did you follow him to the daycare?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you actually see him drop his children off at school that morning?
Absolutely, yes.
Did you follow him to the gym where he went inside and worked out?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we did it all.
Was there a reason the murder had to be done on the day that it was done?
I believe so. I believe he was about to leave.
Who was about to leave?
Markel.
About to leave town?
Yeah.
How did you get that information?
I got it from Tuto,
Where did he get the information?
from Katie,
How did she know?
Wendy.
You think Wendy talked to Katie and told her Dan Markel's travel plans?
Yep.
Were you
How did we? How are we just brushing over this? He said he thinks Katie talked to Wendy and told them where Dan was gonna be. Oh, Jesus!
You think Wendy talked to Katie and told her Dan Markel's travel plans?
Yep.
Were you present for that
No.
phone call? Okay. But somehow
Oh,
you learned that Dan
my.
Markel was leaving town the day after he was killed.
Wendy has
Yes, ma'am.
immunity,
So it
by
had
the
to
way,
be done
guys.
that day or he'd be gone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that came through Garcia to you from Katie.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you say Wendy, did you know who Wendy was at the time that all this happened?
No, ma'am.
Okay, but you did know there was a lady that you were helping get some kids back in Tallahassee?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Were you the driver of the green Prius?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he was the driver. So
Have you had a chance to see the gym video and the bus video?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you driving the Prius in those videos?
Yes, ma'am.
What happened when you got to the driveway of Dan Markel?
Well, I pulled up right behind him, and Garcia jumped out and shot him.
How many times did Garcia shoot Mr.
Twice.
Markel? Did he shoot him? Where was the victim when he was shot?
He was inside his parking garage, and his sitting down on the driver's side on the phone
And did Garcia shoot him through the window, if you know?
through the window.
dang.
How long would you say you were in the driveway?
Just seconds.
How was it decided which one of you would be the shooter?
Because I wasn't gonna do it.
You didn't want to be the shooter?
No.
Wow.
On the bus video, we see somebody in a white shirt kind of jumping around in the passenger seat. Is that Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember what was happening when he was doing all that jumping around?
I think he was trying to hide a gun. If I'm not mistaken, he was trying to hide it.
What did
This is
happen to the gun?
insane.
Got thrown away
Thrown away where?
in the ocean somewhere.
All right, who threw it in the ocean somewhere?
He did.
All right, was that on the way back to Miami?
Yes, ma'am.
At some overpass somewhere between here and Miami?
Absolutely.
Where did you go after the murder? Did you go home?
And we had to stop somewhere to eat. Then we went home.
Did you stop at an ATM?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna show you states exhibits 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, and 43. So 38 through 43.
Yes, ma'am.
Are these images fair and accurate photos of you pulling through an ATM?
Yes, ma'am.
That's
And the date,
crazy.
July 18th, 2014.
Yes, ma'am.
Pembroke Pines, is that on the way home from Tallahassee?
Yeah.
That's you at the ATM. Are you the driver?
Yes, ma'am.
And who's that in the passenger seat?
Garcia.
Move to publish introduce states 38 through 43.
Any objection?
No objection.
States 38 through 43 are admitted.
May I publish?
You may.
that the vehicle you were driving the day the murder was done, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Publishing 39. Is that you at the ATM machine?
Yes, ma'am.
Nasty work.
State's Exhibit 40. Is this Mr. Garcia? Is he your passenger?
Yes, ma'am.
State's Exhibit 41. He's the passenger that was jumping around when we saw the car in Tallahassee on the bus video?
Absolutely.
He's like, you're gonna lose him. You're gonna lose him. Hurry up. Drive. Probably what he was saying.
Do you remember when you turned your phone back on after the murder?
Not really.
Do you remember who was the first phone call that either of you made after the murder?
Garcia.
Who did Garcia call?
Katie.
And were you able to hear Katie on the other end of the line when he was talking to her?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you interested in that phone call?
Yes, ma'am.
Because she was going to be the one to get you the money, right?
Absolutely.
And was that phone call in reference to letting her know it's done and she's going to get the money?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you get the money?
Saturday morning.
Was that the next day?
The next day.
Do you remember that on that Saturday morning you got a call from Catherine Magbanua?
Yes.
She was looking for you to give you the money, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that unusual for her to call you?
Not really. She never calls my phone.
She never calls your phone, but she couldn't get a hold of Garcia,
She
right?
couldn't get a hold of him, so she got in contact with me.
Okay. And at that time, wasn't Garcia living with another woman?
Yes.
And that was the woman that goes by the nickname Shrimp?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's where you ended up rousting him out of, right?
Absolutely.
To go get your money, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so he wasn't living with Katie as a family at that time.
Nope.
Okay. So when you say that Katie was with both of them, do you mean just that Katie was always kind of off and on with Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
So she has other boyfriends, sometimes he has other girlfriends, but they always find each other again?
Absolutely.
One moment, please, Your Honor.
No, she testified in Charlie's trial. Yeah, Katie.
All right, tell us what happened when you got your money. How'd you get it? Where'd you get it?
I was in a barbershop, and they pulled up to my house, Katie and Garcia, and they called my phone. Hey, I think my baby mama called me. Well, they came to my house.
Okay, Katie and Garcia brought the money.
See, I was in
Jessica
a barbershop,
called them.
and
Okay.
Katie and Garcia, they went to my house and brought the money.
All right, and do you know where Katie got the money from? Were you there when Katie got the money?
No,
But you knew that she was supposed to go get it,
absolutely.
and she did.
Yes, ma'am.
How much did you get?
35.
Was there anything unusual about how your payment was packaged?
Yeah, it was weird. It was all stapled. Never
Was it
seen that
cash
before.
money?
Cash. All
Okay,
hundreds.
stapled how? All hundreds.
Hundreds of $1,000 stapled.
Stapled into bundles of $1,000 each.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever seen stapled money before?
No.
Did you and Garcia buy anything with your cut of the money?
I just bought a motorcycle.
Objection 46 and 47.
Objection.
Moving to evidence 46 and 47, Your Honor.
No objection to the defense.
No objection.
They are admitted.
Publishing States Exhibit 46. This yellow motorcycle, whose is that?
Garcia.
Is that something he bought with the money that was the proceeds of this murder?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what about this vehicle back here?
Yeah, he bought that one too.
He also bought that with his cut of the money?
Yeah,
And States Exhibit 47, what about this motorcycle right here?
that's mine.
Is that what you bought, or part of what you bought with your money?
Yes, ma'am.
How long after the murder did you guys make those purchases? Days, weeks, months?
Probably like a month.
Did you make any changes to your cell phone after the murder? Did you dump your cell phone?
I don't remember.
Did you meet with Investigator Newland from my office to see if you could recognize some voices on some recorded telephone calls?
Yes, ma'am.
And did Mr. Newland play some calls for you and have you initial on a sheet if you could identify the voice
Absolutely.
on the sheet on that call?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. States Exhibit 136. Is this it? going to show you what I have marked as State's Exhibit 136.
He's up there proud too. He doesn't have his head down. He got his chest up, all that.
Do you recognize this exhibit?
Yes, ma'am.
And are these your initials here?
Yes, ma'am.
And does that mean you're verifying that the highlighted name, you know that person and that is their voice?
Absolutely.
On the particular call that reference?
Yes.
Judge, at this time I'd ask to give an evidence 136.
Objection. States 136 to the minute.
Yeah, Amy's right. Sad thing is those kids will grow up without their parents and grandparents by the time this is over. I think you might be right.
One moment, please, Your Honor.
Take your time.
Who knows, Amy? Maybe they'll be better off. As sad as that is to say.
Did you know where the dentist lived?
Nope.
Did you know that the dentist had a safe full of money?
Nope.
Did you know that the dentist was going to be paying for at least part of this murder?
No.
And if you had known that the dentist had a safe full of money, would you have driven all the way to Tallahassee to do the murder to then get the money?
No.
What would have been a better idea?
Overall, he has knowledge of his own actions and what he was thinking.
That's a wild
That's the question.
What would you have preferred to do to get the money?
I wouldn't want to rob them myself.
Did you suggest to Garcia on the way up to Tallahassee that y'all could just go to whoever had the money and rob them instead of doing this murder?
I had mentioned something like that, yes.
But that Garcia said that wouldn't work, right?
No.
Damn.
Nothing further.
Cross-examination.
Wow. No, nobody cared about the kids. This is about control. It's about control from Donna, control from Wendy. I don't know what Charlie got out of this. What did Charlie get out of this? I mean, was Donna like the favorite child or something and Charlie was trying to prove something to his mom? This seems like I don't know, like a Netflix series. What was going on there? What did Charlie get other than life in prison? I don't know.
Good afternoon, Mr. Garcia.
Excuse me?
I said good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I just want to make sure I understood your
He called him Mr. Garcia. Dang. He said, huh? It's Rivera.
testimony. It was your testimony that the first trip you came up on, you scoped out Mr. Markel's house, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that he was going to be taking his kids to school. So when he came out with the kids, you're trying to follow him to the school,
I do
correct?
not like this
Yes, ma'am.
attorney at all.
And you got lost. He lost you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the second time that you came up, you knew he was going to be taking the children to school, and so you followed him to the school, correct?
The daycare, yes.
Yes. And then you knew he was going to be going to the gym, right?
I didn't know he was going to the gym. I just followed him.
You followed him to the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you followed him to his house,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's where he was killed.
Yes, ma'am.
And the woman who wanted him to be killed, past you and Sigfredo and Katie, the woman who wanted him to be killed was Wendy Adelson, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It was she wanting her children, correct?
Absolutely.
Oh, let the finger pointing begin. Charlie appeased his mother. That's what Tate. Yep. I think I'm with you, Tatum. Weird, man. This family's weird.
Garcia, I'm going to show you what has
Mr. Rivera.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Mr. Rivera, I'm going to show you what's been marked as Defendant's Exhibit 50. Could you take a look at that and tell me if you recognize that?
Yeah.
And what is that?
It's like a profile of everybody's face.
Okay. And did you make some marks on this for me and then sign it on March the 11th of 2025?
Yes, I did.
You just hold on to that for a second.
Yeah, he said twice. I might be a snitch, but I'm not a shooter.
Mr. Vera, when we met with you that day taking your deposition and I presented that to you,
Okay.
You gave us information about what had happened, pretty similar to what you talked about here today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And when we were done talking about those things and some information about Sigfredo and Katie, I presented you with what's in front of you as Defendant's Exhibit 50, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And I asked if you would put the number 1 and circle it next to the person you know as Katie, who you said was in charge of this whole deal, correct?
Yep.
And did you do that?
Yep.
All right. And then I said, would you put a number 2 next to the person you say did this killing?
Yes.
And you did that, correct?
Yes, I did.
And that was Sigfredo Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
The first one was Katie McBanois, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I said, would you put a number 3 next to yourself on the paper? And did you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're the one who got the gun that was used to kill Danny Markell, and you drove the car that day. You didn't shoot him, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then I said, if you would, please put the number 4 next to the man who was killed, and you did that with Danny Markell, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I said, if you would, put the number 5 next to the lady that wanted the man killed. And did you do that?
Yes, I did.
And was that with Wendy Adelson?
Yes, I did.
And then I asked you if the 2 people on the top of the page who have their pictures there and the names Donna Adelson and Harvey Adelson, you see those on the top?
Yes, ma'am.
I asked you, as far as you know, were they involved in any of this? And you said no, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So I asked you to put X's next to the people who on that page were not involved in this.
Yes, ma'am.
And you did that.
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Just one moment, Your Honor.
So what are you gonna accuse? You're gonna say the state witness accused committed perjury? Like, who cares?
I don't have anything further.
If there's anything we've learned in these trials, the state's witness is allowed to commit perjury. We don't care. Well, he lied to y'all. He lied to them. He lied to whoever. It doesn't
Correct.
matter.
Examination.
Who cares?
Is Mr. Rivera released or will he be recalled?
He needs to remain under the rule, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Rivera, please do not discuss your testimony with anyone else. The bailiff will take it this time.
Okay, that's it from Mr. Garcia. Nah, I'm playing. Mr. Rivera, what do y'all think of this testimony? He was up there singing. Like I said, the second coming of the Aretha Franklin, and that's not the first time he did it either. Not a great look for Donna, even if he changes his story. And it's a great witness for the state because this man really has nothing to lose, to be honest. He doesn't benefit from being there and testifying today. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I might have said this at the time, but really what happened? How credible do you think this witness is? If you're sitting on the jury, which is how we look at this, how credible do you take this witness? Let me know what y'all think in the comments and in the chat. Yeah, listen. I said the most powerful weapon is your mouth. Yeah. I may be a snitch. But make sure you get my name right. He said, I'm a snitch. I'm not a shooter. I'm doing 19, not life. Don't put that on me. He's still shooting with his mouth. Thank you, Amy. She knows what's up. All right, guys. Well, it's time to move to day 2. And boy, do we have a treat for you, because that was the end of day 1. Because guess who's on the stand? I know some of y'all probably know. Let me update the headline. Oh, this is going to be ugly, because we're going to skip through one other testimony. And yes, if you look at the headline, and then she changed her name back too. We've got Wendy Adelson on the stand. It's about to get crazy. So let's go ahead and get into Wendy on the stand. Finally, testifying against her mother. I don't know what's going on here. It'll be interesting to see what Wendy has to say. Witness called by the state. This is going to be wild. Get ready for it. We've got Judge Everett, one of my new favorite judges. Shout out to Judge Stephen Everett. And there she is.
Good morning. If you can just take your seat for right now, I will swear you in when the jurors re-enter the room.
Here we go. Look at Donna. Oh man. She said my baby.
Believe even though the jurors indicated they did not have to go to the bathroom at this point, if we are once again dealing with the needs of 14 people, they might be in the bathroom, so wait for the knock.
You said y'all go potty. She looks like she's about to cry, but I know Judge Everett is not going to have it. He already told Donna to chill out. Look at Wendy up there, stone cold. She's been dodging bullets, but I'm not going to say that.
That we have a few jurors that
think that would be
use the
distasteful.
bathroom. If anyone needs to stretch their legs or use the bathroom themselves, please take your opportunity now. Once we start with the testimony, again, the door will remain closed if you exit.
Wendy is the last
Go ahead.
person standing, man/woman standing. Let's skip ahead in this.
Either the testimony or
Here we go. Look at
to you last Friday concerning any reactions.
Judge Everett's about to get her. Look at Donna up there looking like she's about to.
Mrs. Adelson, I'm going to reiterate the instruction that I gave to
I
you
gotta
last
screenshot
Friday
this.
concerning any reactions that you may have to either the testimony or the evidence in the case. I understand this may be a distressing thing for your child to be offering testimony in your trial. However, you are to control your expressions and your emotions. Do you understand those? Everyone can take their break. If you need to step down until it's time to testify, you may do so as well.
No, Donna's over there tripping. Just relax, lady. So let's actually get into Wendy's testimony here. Here we go. She's giving her that look. She's trying to communicate with her telepathically. Y'all see her? Y'all see Donna up there? She's like,
All rise, jury entering the courtroom.
please, Wendy. What did the commissioner say in the Karen Reed trial? Do the right thing. Y'all think she talked to Donna before this?
You can be seated. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give today in this trial will be the truth? You may be seated. Please adjust the microphone as you need to so you can be clearly heard. Ms. Kappelman, you may examine.
Please state your name and spell your name.
Wendy Adelson, WendyAdelson.
Ms. Adelson, where are you from?
I'm from Coral Springs, Florida.
And you live in another state now currently, right?
I do, yes ma'am.
All right. How are you employed?
I'm an immigration attorney
How long have you been an attorney?
since 2006.
Donna's an attorney? I did not know
You're here
that.
pursuant
Or Wendy,
to a state
excuse me.
subpoena, is that correct?
Wow.
Yes,
And that subpoena confers a type of immunity on you.
Oh, they're never
Do you
catching her.
understand that?
I do.
Okay. Which means that nothing you say here in court pursuant to that subpoena can be used against you at a later time. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay, but it doesn't
Wow.
necessarily mean you could never be prosecuted. It just means that what you say in court could not be used in any future prosecution. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. I want to ask you about your ex-husband, Daniel Markel. Is that a fair and accurate photo of Mr. Markel?
Yes.
When did you meet him?
We met originally online. It must have been the fall of my first year of law school, so 2003.
Okay. And when did you marry Mr. Markel?
We married in February of 2006.
Were you living in Tallahassee at some point as a married couple?
Yes.
When did you move to Tallahassee?
We moved to Tallahassee my final year of law school, so that would have been in the summer
Amy, you
of
read my mind.
2005. And we were here from 2005 till 2006. We spent a year at the University of Miami from 2006 to 2007, and then came back to Tallahassee from 2007 until 2014.
All right. And during the time that you were living here in Tallahassee, did you live over on Trescott Drive?
For some of the time that we lived here, yes.
And when your first child was born, were you residing at the Trescott Drive residence at that point?
Yes.
Okay. I think I have a photo of that here. Is that the Trescott Drive residence?
Yes.
And how many children did you have with Mr. Markel?
We have 2 children.
What were their ages at the time of their father's death?
It was 10 days before my older son's 5th birthday, so he was 4 turning 5, and our younger son was 3.5. The boys are 14 months apart.
And did there come a time when you and Mr. Markel separated?
Yes.
When was the separation?
It was in the fall of 2012.
Whose decision was it to separate?
It was mine.
How did your ex take that news?
Well, we talked about it many times before it actually happened.
You say
but
it's mutual,
when
I'm
the
gonna lose
separation
it.
became official, he was very upset.
Okay.
And even though there were problems and
Chicks
issues
gotta
and
stop saying it's
discussions,
mutual.
it was a
It's not.
surprise to him when it actually happened, right?
It was.
Okay. And was part of the reason for the separation your differing views on how to raise the kids pursuant to the Jewish faith?
I'd say it was a very small part, but it was a part.
Did you consider your ex to be a religious zealot?
No, I didn't think he was a religious zealot, but I did think he was using religion as a way of controlling me.
Okay. Did you think he was more devout in his faith than you were?
I don't know that, I feel like devoutness has to do with maybe a relationship with God, and I don't know that his was more strong than mine, but he was more observant of kosher rules than I was.
Okay, and can you explain for the jury what those imply for those of us
Sure.
that don't know?
So keeping kosher has to do with separating milk from meat, something like you can't eat a cheeseburger. And it has to do with the ritual way that animals are killed. So certain meats would be considered kosher or non-kosher. And then things like shellfish are not allowed, or pork would not be allowed. And so his beliefs changed over time. We used to have bacon, and then bacon became a no later on.
All right, and those rules were something that he was wanting to impose on the
That
children,
happens.
correct?
Yes,
Okay, and you were less interested in those kosher rules?
it was less important to me.
All right, were both you and
It's your
Mr.
husband, it should have been
Markel
important.
raised within the Jewish faith?
We were, yes.
What does that even mean? All right, I'm gonna chill.
When you separated from Mr. Markel, did you move out of the marital home while he was on a business trip?
I did, yes.
Nasty work.
Where did you go when you left the marital home?
I went to another property that I had rented for the boys and me.
Was that at 3303 Aqua Ridge Way?
Yes,
Was that located in Leon County?
yes.
Okay. What was the custody arrangement? Broad terms are fine for this time frame during the separation.
I think we were just trying to figure out how to make it work. We didn't have any formal custody arrangement at that time. I remember his parents came to town that weekend, and I made sure that he had the boys that weekend. We were just trying to figure out how to make it work until we had something formal.
Was the arrangement roughly 50-50 or something else?
It would have been roughly 50-50.
Okay, and were you mixing it up during the week, or was it a week on, week off situation?
It wasn't
was
week on,
whenever
week
I
off.
wanted.
We didn't settle into that until the first summer, or maybe the second summer. I don't remember. That was more of a summer arrangement. But it was 50-50 and definitely a mix during the week.
Okay. I'm gonna publish what's been introduced into evidence as State's Exhibit 60. Your petition. Was your mom, Donna Adelson, involved at all in drafting your divorce documents?
No.
Did she ever make any edits to any of the filings that you made pursuant to your divorce?
I think she made suggestions, but I had an attorney, a very good attorney, helping me through the process, so she wasn't editing legal documents.
Did you ever forward any of your mom's suggestions to your lawyer?
I probably did.
And when you did that, would you attribute them to your mom, or would you just forward them along without noting whether they were your questions or your mom's questions?
I honestly don't remember.
She don't
Was
recall.
this a contentious divorce?
It was.
As part of your divorce, did you file a petition to ask the court for permission to relocate to South Florida?
I did.
And I think that was your amended petition. Not sure if we can see that very well. Here we go. It says the wife also desires to relocate to South Florida in order to provide a better quality of life for the children by increasing their access to close family and providing more stability and consistency. Who was the close family that was available in South Florida for the boys?
My mom, my dad, and my brother.
Why did you want to move to South Florida?
I had very unstable employment in Tallahassee. I had a wonderful job, but it was on grant money, so year to year I never knew if I would still have my job. I had a job offer that was very good in South Florida, and the assumption was that Danny was always going to be at a different school, a better school. He used to joke that he would take one bar exam for every 2 bar exams that I had to take while we moved around the country. And so it seemed like a way of having stability while he was climbing up the law professor ladder to be ultimately at Harvard or Yale.
And was relocation important to you?
It was, in terms of having a safe and stable place for my kids.
Did you consider having to live here in Tallahassee being stuck? Or had you referred to it previously as being stuck in Tallahassee?
I mean, I may have. The idea of being stuck is if you don't have permission to live anywhere you want to live. But I had a nice quality of life here.
Did you consider the worst
not what it
case
sounded like.
scenario to be that you would end up stuck here in Tallahassee if your petition was denied?
I don't know. I mean, at the time, I may have felt that way.
Okay. Might you have sent an email to a friend on March 24th of 2013 indicating, quote, "I do fear that the worst case scenario that could happen is that I will be stuck here in Tallahassee"?
It's possible that I sent that.
Would it refresh your recollection?
Wendy,
to
come
review
on.
that item?
I'm happy to.
It's on tab 6 on one of those binders in front of you. Let me see which one it is. It's going to be
This one?
Must be her
I
father.
see it's highlighted. So yes,
Okay, and did you also email a friend around the same time frame regarding life in Tallahassee couldn't compare to the life that you would be able to enjoy in South Florida with your brother Charlie and his boat and pool and hot tub and things like that?
It's certainly possible.
All right, that's on tab 7. Please refresh your recollection.
Yes.
And in fact, didn't you use the word stuck in your actual motion for relocation? See if we can get there. Here, the wife is merely stuck in Tallahassee until the husband decides that the time is right for him to leave.
So my attorney did write that, and that sounds right.
Did Tallahassee feel claustrophobic to you?
Well, at this point in time, Danny was making lots of unplanned announcements to my office where we worked together. So I would see him at work. I never knew when he was showing up. So I'm sure, you know, this is 12 years ago that's how I felt at that time.
Okay, but outside of the context of your relationship with Dan Markell, did you ever express that just the smallness and slowness of Tallahassee made you feel claustrophobic?
I don't remember saying that.
Please refer to tab 8 to refresh your recollection.
Your Honor, if I may at this time, the state tell us you're just saying the tab number, so we're not sure what documents you're referring to.
Yes,
We
I can.
binder is up on the witness stand. Ms. Kappelman, does the defense have a copy of the same binder?
No, Your Honor. I'll show them the tab.
Please do.
She was advised to leave by Jim McIntyre. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a dense one. Were you able to find
Probably
it?
her co-counsel.
I did. I found it's part of a sentence. Can I read the whole sentence?
Sure.
Tallahassee feels claustrophobic.
Can I give
at
some
times, given its
context?
smallness and slowness, and the fact that my friends cycle through here with transient regularity. So yes, at that moment in time, that's how I was feeling in 2013.
And relocation was pending at the time that you were feeling that way in that moment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and relocation was also very important to your mother, wasn't it?
Yes.
All right, and did you have some discussions with your mother about relocation?
Yep.
And was that during that time frame when it was pending?
Yes.
Okay, and do you see your mother in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Could you please point her out and describe what she's wearing?
My mom is on right. I can't see her clothes from here.
Oh, she about to lose
but
it. Here we go.
She's directly across from me.
All right.
There
is
it
she
goes.
wearing a headset on her head?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let the record reflect the witness has identified the defendant.
Here come the tears. Oh, she
Your
was
mom
doing
didn't
so
want you to be
good.
stuck in Tallahassee either, did she?
She did not.
She wanted the best for you, right?
She saw the best for me as not being in Tallahassee. Yes.
That's right. She referred to being in Tallahassee that you were a hostage and a prisoner, right?
Yes, she did.
Poor Wendy. Poor Donna.
Oh no. Clickergate continues.
She called it Clickergate. Yo, these attorneys in this trial are hilarious.
Prisoner. Close enough. Did your mom express concerns that as a Tallahassee native, the judge presiding over your relocation motion would underestimate how much better it would be for you to live in South Florida?
She did.
All right, let me ask you a few questions about your parents. Your mom is Donna Adelson. Who's your dad?
My dad is Harvey Adelson.
All right. And where did your parents, I think you said they were in Coral Springs back in 2012?
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
right? Okay. How long had they lived in the Coral Springs area?
I was born there, so from I think they started living there when my oldest brother was born, so since the early 70s.
Is it fair to say they had deep roots there in that area?
Yes.
Can you describe the relationship that your mom had with your kids during the time frame we're talking about? So, separation to murder time frame?
It was very close. My mom taught my boys how to read. She taught them how to play chess. It was very close.
Were your parents employed during that time frame?
Yes.
What kind of work did they do?
My dad was a dentist, and my mom was the office manager for the dental practice.
All right, and what about your brother, Charlie? Did he have a role there as well?
He was a periodontist, and so I believe at some point he purchased the practice. I don't remember what year that was, but he would sometimes work from my dad's office and sometimes work from other offices around South Florida.
Was the dental practice, the family dental practice, a successful business?
I believe it was. My family never discussed money or finances with me, but I believe it was doing well.
Did you discuss your marital problems and resulting legal issues with your mom?
I
Talk
did.
Yes.
about relocation, but in general, you did talk about your woes.
Obviously.
With your mom.
I did.
Okay. And I think you said you did send many of your divorce pleadings to her. Is that right?
I did.
What about your dad? What was his role in reference to your divorce pleadings?
I don't remember exactly. My parents have a shared email, so when I send an email to one of them, I would send it was being sent to both, but I don't know who was reading what or at what time.
Is it fair to say they were both welcome to read whatever you sent to that email address?
Yes.
And both welcome to reply as well?
Yes.
Who would reply more frequently, your mom or your dad, to those
My mom
types?
would reply more frequently.
Okay. Who took more of an interest in the day-to-day ins and outs of your litigation?
Probably
Her
my mom.
mom.
Okay.
Probably. Come on, lady.
Is your mom overprotective of you?
Yes.
Is your mom an emotional person?
Yes.
What about your dad? Is he emotional as well?
Probably not.
I think so.
Okay, did you previously say he was more of a straight shooter and mom was more emotional?
I think so, but I think women tend to be more emotional and men tend to be less emotional.
Okay.
That's sexist. I'm emotional.
I am going to admit State 60 JJ at
I'm
this
playing.
time.
It's
Is
true.
there any objection the defense wishes to raise?
Yes, Your Honor. Same objection.
Man, don't cry.
The court admits it over objection. For the record, you may continue.
And I think that's the same exhibit that's in State 64AA, Judge. It's not necessary to have duplicates, but because of the way the evidence came out in this trial, that is present in State 64 as well.
States 64AA is admitted as far as the final record. If you wish to remove one, you may, but both are admitted for the record.
Thank you, Judge. All right, is it fair to say that your mom, the defendant, is a controlling person?
I don't think my mom is a controlling person.
Did you say at one time back in 2013
Oh, look at those frames.
that
Good
your
Lord.
mom operates with emotional subterfuge?
I may have said that.
Would you like to refresh your memory?
I can.
It's tab 45 in the binder in front of you.
Good Lord.
I'm not seeing it. Is it highlighted or is it just in the, it's a long, oh, no.
Copyright. It's in the first paragraph on page 3.
That one, you can just walk up and show the witness the portion of what you wish for her to read to herself.
I will, Judge. Page 3.
This is 3, I think.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah, those frames are wild.
Let me get the other copy. Sorry, I've lost it again. What was it?
sorry. Okay. Okay.
So the question was, did you previously say your mom operates with emotional subterfuge?
Yes.
What is meant by that?
I honestly don't know what I meant at the time.
But not that she's controlling.
I don't think that's what I meant.
Did Dan Markell have a hard time understanding some of your mom's behaviors?
I don't remember that.
Well, did she think you incapable of driving to South Florida by yourself with the kids? This is back when they were little.
Yeah, I don't think she thought I was incapable, but I was breastfeeding and it was helpful to have someone with me.
So
Dang,
what
they
was
had a
her
kid under
practice
one?
to avoid you having to do that?
One of my parents would come with me for the long drive.
So they would rent a car, come up here, ride back with you, and then follow the same procedure to get you home.
They would drive with me if I was down there, back up, and then rent a car to come home.
And did that procedure occur the week before the murder? There was a visit the week before the murder, correct?
I think it was 2 weeks before.
Okay. And on that trip, is that how it was handled, where they rented a car and came up to get you?
Yes.
Okay. Did your dad think that was necessary, or was that a mom thing?
No, my dad probably thought it was more necessary.
Okay, and did your dad make a practice of supporting whatever your mom wanted? Is that kind of the general rule?
Yeah.
Was she the dominant force in the household?
I mean, I think my dad had more of a quiet strength, so it's hard to say who was a dominant force. I think they were both equally strong in their parenting.
Okay, did you previously describe this back in 2013 that your mom was the dominant force in the household?
Yes.
You need to refresh its tab 97.
Okay. So this one goes up to 93. Is it?
Check the very back. Got a few extras tucked in there. I'll just approach this copy.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
You did say mom was the dominant force in the household.
Yes.
Did your mom ever try to micromanage your life?
Yes.
Yes.
Your career?
I
Yes.
don't know about my career. I chose to be a lawyer. It wasn't a very popular choice in my household.
Yes, and there were different types of areas of law that she would have preferred you practice. Do you agree with that?
I actually think they were really proud of what I was doing.
Not to suggest she wasn't proud of you, but she was encouraging you to pursue a different type of law that would be more lucrative. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
And
Hey, get the bag.
what
Nothing
about
wrong
your
with that.
dating life? Did she meddle there?
Yes.
Did she create a dating profile for you on Match.com?
I don't know if it was Match.com, but I do remember a dating profile at some point.
That she created for you?
I didn't use it, but yes.
And conducted searches for men in the Miami area and sent them to you.
I think
Remember
this
that?
was when I was living in.
Oh! How old was this woman when this happened? Her mother created a dating profile for her and was looking for dudes for. Yo, can you imagine her dad leaning over and looking at his wife phone? Hey, honey, what you doing over there? It's at past 6:30. We should be in bed. She's like, oh, I'm just looking for some dudes. Like, oh, yo, what is going on?
Men in the Miami area and sent them to you.
I think
Remember
this
that?
was when I was living in DC, maybe.
Okay, let's go forward a little bit here.
Oh, these people are weird, man. You got Charlie crashing out for his mom.
Sorry.
Got Donna over here making dating profiles for Wendy. What is going on?
Okay, so here we have an email dated January 17th, 2013. For the record, this is 64I.
This is
It reads,
weird.
so honey, so you think I'm nuts, but when you get a moment, check out some of these whom I've pre-screened for you. And these are guys in Miami, right? After all, you're gonna be in Miami here and there. Why not see who's out there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's really weird.
Here's some options that she sent you. Here's an interesting guy, etc. Okay.
Overbearing. Crossing boundaries. Controlling.
Did you ever feel like your mom was walking all over you?
I don't remember feeling that way.
Okay, what about specifically regarding this divorce?
I don't. I mean, I had a really good attorney and I was making the decisions I wanted to make.
There's the head shaking again. Amy told y'all about
And
this.
Did you, back in
shaking her head
April
saying
of
no.
2013, tell a friend that you were trying to find a way to coexist with your mom that didn't feel like she was trampling your autonomy?
I'm sure I said that in 2013.
How did your mom feel about Dan Markel in this time frame, 2012 to 2016?
And I think I think a lot changed between 2012 and 2016. So I think her feelings about him changed over time.
Okay, and what about in 2016? Did she hate Dan Markel?
No, not in 2016.
What about 2014? Did she hate him then?
No.
Did you say do you remember giving a law enforcement interview in reference to this case?
Yes, I remember.
That was the same day that Mr. Markel was shot, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and did you say in that interview, for court and
Super
counsel, I'm
creepy.
referring to page 288, lines 24 through 289, line 1, quote, "My parents have more reason to dislike Danny than almost anyone else."
At that point, I was sitting with law enforcement for 6 hours and had just been told that Danny had been shot. So I was in shock and I was trying to help the police think of anything I could possibly think of that would be helpful.
And are you
She's
suggesting
lying
that
like
after
crazy.
6 hours you became fatigued to the point that you started saying things that weren't true?
No, I didn't say anything that wasn't true. I just was in shock. I just kept talking and talking and talking.
When your mom is really upset about something, does she talk about it a lot?
Yes.
And when she talks about it a lot, and I'm referring you back to this time frame, does she talk to your brother Charlie specifically a lot?
My mom and Charlie have always talked a lot.
Okay. And was Charlie kind of like your mom's problem solver?
I don't know about that. I kind of feel like it was where she would help him more throughout childhood and adulthood. She would help him solve problems, not really.
She definitely did a lot for him, didn't she?
She did.
She helped him with his business. She helped him with his personal life, his
Their
finances,
relationship's
his
weird,
bills,
man.
remember to pay the whatever. She was like still mothering him into adulthood, right?
Yes.
Okay. But as far as meddling in your life, did your mom feel that Charlie could make more progress with you than she could on items like who you were going to date?
I would just be guessing about that.
Okay.
Man, Donna
At the time
was
of Dan
lying like
Markel's
crazy.
murder,
Or Wendy,
was the
excuse me.
defendant, your mother, very angry at Dan Markel?
Before he died?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And you hated him too, right?
At certain points, I was very frustrated with him.
Did you refer to him as an STD?
I don't remember saying that.
Tab 5.
Do you really have to hate someone this much just because you are divorcing them? What did Danny do? That's what I want to know.
It looks like I made that analogy.
Danny is an STD. One wrong mistake, marrying him, and this will never go away. Is that what you said?
I did.
And did you share that kind of sentiment with your mother?
Obviously.
I don't remember ever saying that, so I don't think it's something I said very often.
And this was said in an email on February 26th of 2013, correct?
It was.
Approximately 17 months before the murder?
Yes, I don't think it was an email though. It looks like it was sort of an iMessage.
Okay. Did you ever refer to your ex-husband as the Dark Lord?
I don't remember saying that, but I certainly might have.
Did you refer to your ex-husband as Gibbers?
I did.
What is the meaning of Gibbers?
Gibbers was just a silly name that a friend helped me come up with to basically make him feel less scary. It was nonsense.
Did it reference Jew in boots?
That I don't remember.
Yikes.
It wasn't a friendly name, right?
It was a silly name.
Did you ever say that you hated Dan Markel?
I don't remember saying it, but I certainly could have.
Tab 31, please, to refresh your memory.
She's starting to get irritated.
I said that I hate him in this moment.
Okay, and did you say in that email, that same email, quote, I hate that I hate my children's dad?
I did.
And do you agree that email was sent approximately 15 months before Mr. Markel was murdered?
It was in April of 2013.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yes, ma'am. The approach with what I've marked as 56A.
This is sad, man. They're still talking pretty slow.
C, and 57. I asked you about the Gibbers nickname. Did you have that nickname stored in your cell phone as Dan Markel's contact name?
I did.
Approach and show you these exhibits and ask if they're fair and accurate. Contacts 56A. Who is that a contact for? You know.
It's my mom's phone number, so that would have been. It's a picture of Ben as a little guy and my mom.
Okay, so fair and accurate contact.
Yes.
From your phone for mom at that time.
Yes.
And then 56B.
That's my dad.
And that's his phone number.
It is.
Okay, 56C.
That's my brother.
Charlie.
Yes.
Okay, fair and accurate phone number for him at that time.
Yes.
And then 57 is that the contact you had in there for your ex-husband Dan Markel.
Yes.
Judge, at this time I'd ask to move the evidence.
Why'd she say yes and shake her head no?
States 56 and 57 are admitted at this time.
Did you ever refer to your ex-husband Dan Markel as an emotional terrorist?
I very well could have. I don't remember saying that, but I.
That one's on tab 34. I'm so sorry. Is that? Yes, I believe it is 34.
It is. I see it. I said it in December of 2013.
Approximately 7 months before his murder.
December to yes, approximately 7 months.
And tab 35 in June of 2014, did you say of your ex-husband, I hate him so?
You said it, Wendy. Come on.
I don't see it.
Are you on tab 35?
No, I was on tab 34. It's tab 35.
Sorry, yes.
Did you say it though?
I did write that.
And that was approximately 3 weeks before Mr. Markel was murdered, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Lost my clicker.
Wendy's got some explaining to do when it comes to this testimony. and telling her mother how much she hated Danny. Dang. She's getting exposed right now.
All right, next I want to ask you about Mr. Markel's response to your petition to relocate. Is it fair to say he was adamantly opposed to that motion?
Yes.
All right, and you all fought over things large, of course, but also very small, like in this pleading, a tennis racket is mentioned, right?
Yes.
And, oh, jumped ahead on us. Okay, let's go back. In Mr. Markel's response, and for court and counsel, this is page 82 of Exhibit 60, he indicates, the husband affirmatively alleges that the wife helped herself to non-marital assets, including money and stocks owned prior to marriage, as well as numerous personal non-marital belongings of the husband, such as luggage, bicycle, tennis racket, and family heirlooms. Did you take those things when you vacated the property?
I did remember taking his tennis racket by accident, and I returned that, but otherwise I didn't take his belongings.
Did you
took it by
strategize to
accident?
leave him in a way that would cause or inflict maximum damage upon him?
No.
Is that something your mom ever said?
I don't
To your
remember that.
knowledge? Did you discuss with your mom how and when you would leave your marriage?
I did.
Yep.
Do you recall a November 2nd, 2012 email where
Horse is so
Dan
nasty,
Markel
man.
was saying to you, let's put all this aside. This is all about the kids. Let's act toward each other in a way that they can be proud of. Did he say that to you?
I remember reading an email like that.
Jesus.
All right, and we talked about the Aqua Ridge apartment, or I guess it was a home, residence. Is this a fair and accurate photo? I've blurred your kids' faces, but of the living space there?
Thank you for doing that. Yes, that's our home.
Okay. And did your mom help you secure this place to live? Did you have any involvement in that?
She did.
Okay, what involvement did she have?
She helped me move in.
Okay, did she help you locate the place to live?
I think
at
so.
all? Okay. Did she come up and look at places with you as well?
We did.
Okay. Did Dan Markel threaten you in the pleadings with federal kidnapping charges?
He did.
And that was associated with the way he claimed that you left the marriage.
Yes.
Wow.
And
That's serious.
He says you took the kids and did not tell him where they were for several, I think I've seen days and weeks. Is that true?
It's true that he said that. It's not true that that's what happened.
Well, what's the
What was his
truth?
position on your motion to relocate?
We did talk about it before I filed it, and he was amenable to figuring it out. But once I filed it, he was against it.
Okay. Did he allege in his response that the sole stated reason that you wanted to relocate was to be closer to your parents?
He did say that in his response.
Right. And is that the response that your mom referred to as his 23-page rant?
Probably.
And she had a lot of thoughts about that particular filing, didn't she?
Yes.
Okay. And she laid those out in an email to you. I know you remember. That's the whole, your non-negotiable is relocation.
Yes.
Do you recall having 2 long mediations to try to resolve your divorce without a trial?
Yes.
And were those mediations successful?
They were not.
Was Mr. Markel seeking to depose your mother as part of the divorce proceedings?
I don't remember that.
What about your brother Charlie? Did he care about whether you moved to South Florida or not?
I think so. I mean, I think he would have liked for me to be closer to him and have the kids closer to him.
Would it have been okay with him if you had made a decision to stay in Tallahassee?
I would have imagined so, yes.
And after the relocation motion was denied, you were kind of like, well, maybe I have to stay in Tallahassee. Wasn't there at least a moment of that for you?
I mean, it wasn't maybe, that was the court's decision, and I respect the court's decision, and I would make the best of it.
What about Charlie? Was he outraged by the court's decision?
I honestly don't remember him being outraged.
But to your mom, it was a big deal.
My mom was really upset.
Yeah. It was described by your mom in several places as like a life and death proposition. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think my mom thought my life in Tallahassee wasn't good.
Dang, man. Wendy's not helping their mom's case.
Is it true that you never would have left Dan Markel without your mom's suggestions?
Objection, lady.
Overruled, she may answer the question based on her own knowledge.
I would have left Danny regardless of anyone else's input. I was very unhappy.
Did you ever write that you would have never left him without your mom's suggestions?
I don't remember saying that.
Please refer to tab 41 and see if it refreshes your memory.
I'm bugging.
I do say here I wouldn't have done it on my own.
Okay. Do you specifically reference your mom?
I say my parents and brother's suggestions and support.
Okay.
I think because I wasn't happy, but part of me thought maybe I would just stay until the kids grew up.
You know. Stop playing, Wendy.
Just one moment. I've lost my place a little bit.
CPE said Jim McCabe. Oh, Lord.
All right. I think you already testified you did not offer your mom your divorce petition to edit. Is that your testimony?
Sorry.
Did you
What's the
send your
question?
divorce petition to your mother to assist you in editing it?
I don't remember doing it.
Okay.
So, yes.
And did your
She
mom
don't recall.
also pretend to be you to Mercer University to help you complete your divorce affidavit?
I have no memory of that.
Got a little pop out here of this email from your mom. Obviously, I pretended to be you contacting these financial institutions. Is that something that she would normally do on your behalf? Pose as you?
I had very little
Oh my
understanding or involvement
goodness.
of my financial situation, and so that might have been an account that my dad had created for me or that had like co-signatory authority, so that's possible.
Okay.
Wow.
And here, did you forward a letter
Insane.
that was written on or sent to you on December 19th of 2013 from Dan Markel, where he was kind of wanting you back and making a lot of concessions? I'll stop coming home late, etc. Do you recall that
I do.
long email? Did you forward that to your mother?
I very well may have.
And do you recall she replied with sort of a paragraph by paragraph breakdown of that, Dan Markel email?
So I see that here. I mean, I certainly didn't remember, but I see that there's a response here.
Okay. I think I've got her responses. Did you respond to her? Very nicely done, Mom. This is great.
It looks like I did, yes.
Okay. And then we go to L. In her responses, I guess they've got a joint email, so how do we know it's Mom and not Dad? Do we?
I don't.
Does Dad send responses like these? This is all the response. Would Harvey detail like that in a response?
Should have
but
typed to CP.
It could be that my dad and mom were talking and that she was the scribe, right?
Wow.
That it reflects both of their thoughts and that my mom's the one writing it.
And many of the emails are signed Mom and Dad, or they reference Dad and I feel this way. Was it common for your mom to express for the two of them a certain position?
Yes.
Yeah, because she's controlling.
And in this particular email, so this is a little confusing, but she responds paragraph by paragraph, K3, K5, K6, referencing Dan Markel's email to you and refuting each paragraph.
Well, Donna's clearly crazy. There's no
And
doubt
she
about
felt
that.
that his position was outrageous, right?
Yes.
And she thought his religious practices were extreme, didn't she?
She did, yes.
She was extremely concerned about the well-being of the children in reference to his religious practices.
Yes.
She wanted a psychological evaluation of Mr. Markel.
Yes.
He didn't need a psychological evaluation, did he?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Was he an extremely intelligent, accomplished law professor?
Yes.
Yes.
Did your mom ever call Dan Markel any disparaging names around this time frame?
Yep.
She did.
In front of the kids?
Okay. Including
Yep.
piece of shit?
To you?
Yes.
Yep. In front of your friends? Yep. In front of your father? Yep. All that. We know
Asshole?
how it goes.
Yes.
A narcissist?
Yes.
A bully?
Yes.
A bastard?
Yes.
Did your mom help you prepare for your meetings with your divorce lawyer?
My mom offered help, but I don't think I needed help preparing for meetings with my divorce lawyer.
Who was your divorce lawyer?
Kristen Adamson.
Your mom, in an email dated January 9th, 2013, indicates that she thinks the job opportunities that you had in South Florida was a major bargaining chip in your divorce. Did you agree with that?
Yes.
Did I agree with it at the time?
Yes.
I don't remember.
And she did a lot of work sort of making arguments to that point, didn't she?
I believe so.
And did you forward your correspondence with your lawyer to your mother?
I did.
Publishing 64. I'm gonna skip to J. She wanted to be kept informed, right?
Yes.
Your mom mentions, let's see if I can find it. This is 64G.
Come on, lady, get the
your
slides together.
South
This is
Florida
good
legal
stuff.
team. She will try to remember to discuss things with your South Florida legal team. Who was that?
I think she was jokingly referring to herself.
Oh, she's the South Florida legal team.
I don't know who else it would have been. I think that's why there's a smiley face. I think it was a joke.
Okay.
Yikes. No, Wendy is not a co-defendant. She's
More questions for your upcoming hearing with your attorney.
a witness at
Did you
this point.
forward your mom's questions or ask your mom's questions when you met with your attorney?
Give me a second, guys.
Probably not all of them, but if there was something that I thought was useful, I probably forwarded it or had a conversation about it.
And here you
Super
can see in
controlling.
paragraph 2, your mom referred to Dan Markel as Gibbers as well, right?
It was a silly name, yeah.
Let's go to the order denying your petition to relocate. Was your mom aware that the order was filed?
Yes.
Okay. And this is language from the order denied with prejudice, meaning you can't re-raise it, right?
Right, you can't refile.
And your mom wanted to fight the decision, didn't she?
She did.
Did you feel railroaded by her in this email where she's kind of bullying you to keep fighting?
Please rephrase your question.
Did you feel railroaded by your mother?
No.
Okay, but she wants you to continue to take action.
It was denied. I wasn't taking any more action.
Not any more legal action.
I was not taking any more action of any kind.
Didn't your mom have some other ideas for some other actions that could happen?
She did.
She did want to take it to an appeal. Do you remember that?
Actually, I don't remember, but
That's on tab 43 of your binder.
yes, I see.
Okay, but she also wanted to develop this plan of action that could be implemented between the time you learned of the relocation denial and your final hearing in court to maybe strong arm Mr. Markel into agreeing to the relocation. Do you remember that email?
Yes.
Okay, and she had some ideas for how to do that, right?
Yes.
And she said Jibbers hasn't beaten the Adelson family yet. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So what was her plan of action? What did she suggest you could do to get Dan Markell to relent and let you take his kids to South Florida?
She suggested that I pretend that the boys had become Christian.
Is that something you would ever consider doing?
No.
She was going to pay for them to get instruction on the Christian faith, right?
That was what she said.
And she said she looked into it and she could get them baptized in a couple weeks. Do you remember that?
I don't remember, but I'm sure it's here.
Do you remember her imploring you to put on a good act?
I do.
Did your mom, I don't know, do you have any acting training?
No.
Do you know why your mom would Google how to teach an actress emotion?
I don't. I don't know.
Did she ever share with you or forward you any tips on how to bring emotion or fake emotion?
Not that I remember of any kind.
All right. What about a financial offer? Was that part of it as well?
Yes.
What was the financial offer to be?
I think it was $1 million.
Who was going to pay the $1 million?
My mom, my dad, and my brother.
And they were going to pay $1 million. You didn't have to pay any of it?
I don't remember having to pay any of it.
Okay. And they were going to give Dan Markell $1 million for what?
So that I could relocate.
Okay. Did you ever make that offer to Dan Markell?
No.
To your knowledge, did anyone make it to him?
I don't think so.
Would it have worked?
I don't think so.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It's all about getting control from Dan and Markell, right?
Yes.
And you told her these ideas were crazy, didn't you?
I did.
I will not be introducing my children to Christianity. I truly believe it will backfire.
Again, Your Honor, the prosecutor is testifying and leading.
As the counsel testifying, sustained, please make sure you're asking open-ended questions to the witness. Ms. Kappelman,
I'm reading from State's Exhibit 64V, which is in evidence.
please proceed.
Did you say it would backfire?
Yes, those are my words.
And what did you mean by backfire?
I don't remember, but I can read there below what I was saying.
Did it have to do with this will give him ammunition to pursue things in court?
I might have meant that at the time.
Did your mom respect your decision not to use her suggestions?
I mean, she had to have, right? I'm a grown-up.
She said,
She kept pushing though, didn't she?
She was suggesting other.
Hold on. I gotta run that back. Y'all hear her? She said, this prosecutor is petty. She said, I'm an adult, right? The prosecutor said,
Below what I was saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Did it have to do with this will give him ammunition to pursue things in court?
I might have meant that at the time.
Did your mom respect your decision not to use her suggestions?
I mean, she had to have, right? I'm a grown-up.
She kept pushing though, didn't she?
She said,
She was suggesting other ideas.
Okay. January 27th, 2013 email.
Yo.
64W. Charlie brought up a good point when he said that Americans were dropped behind enemy lines during World War II wearing Nazi uniforms to get what they wanted. They had a job to get done, and they did what they needed to do to accomplish it. You have a job to get done and a very short time frame to accomplish it. If you dressed your kids up in Hitler Youth uniforms and brought them down here, I could care less if it was an act of defiance and would show Jibbers that he's not in control. Did she suggest that to you?
Yes.
She said, I don't think
Urged
so.
you to rethink your decision not to implement her suggestions, didn't she?
Yes.
Oh,
She wanted
man.
you to do an act of defiance that will put a scare into this jackass. Why would she want to scare Mr. Markel?
So that he would let me relocate, I guess.
She says here, and I'm still on 64W, I don't know how much of the big picture you're seeing, honey. I don't know if you can realize that not only what you can provide for your boy's life, but for your own life, all depends on this change. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So she did view this as a very serious matter, right?
Objection.
Yes.
And she's sending all of this after the
Hearsay.
relocation is denied, right?
Yes.
Everyone has a price. Fight for yourself. Okay, I'm showing you this slide also from Exhibit 64W, which indicates that you were gonna go into the $1 million offer as a third. Does that refresh your memory on that deal?
I mean, it refreshes my memory, but it's not something I ever considered or thought about doing.
So you would not have paid up the
No.
third of $1 million?
No.
Man.
Stop the cap.
She throwing Donna all the way
Moving
under the
on to
bus.
64X.
I was an
This is
adult.
an
My mom's
email
crazy. Sorry.
in which your mom expresses opinions on several items, including the marital home, the parenting schedule, alimony, child support, health insurance. Did you want her opinion on all these things?
I mean, I don't remember, but
Jeez.
I think we always want our parents' opinion on things, even if we don't take it.
Sorry, Your Honor, I can't hear it.
Please restate your answer.
Counselor asked me if I wanted my mom's opinion on those things, and it's hard for me to remember at the time if I wanted other opinions, but I said, I guess, you know, people always want their parents' opinions on things.
And your mother's opinion was that she wanted you to aggravate your ex-husband, right?
Yes.
To screw him financially,
Yes.
to get a win.
Yes.
She thought your divorce was something to be won, right?
It seems that way.
When was the divorce final?
It would have been final this summer of 2013.
July 31st of 13 sound right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we saw that that was the date for your trial. Did a trial take place?
Yes.
Okay. With witnesses being called?
No, there weren't any witnesses.
Okay, so it was a settlement.
Yes.
And did you reach the settlement on the day that the trial was supposed to be conducted?
I think maybe the day before.
Okay. I want to ask you some questions about voice authentication. Your cell phone, was it collected by police in this case?
I gave the police my cell phone to search.
Let them download it and return it to you, correct?
ma'am.
Okay. And are you familiar with a wiretap that was conducted in this case?
I've seen a lot of wires.
Where phone calls were intercepted by the police and recorded by the police?
Yes.
And were
Dang.
you asked to listen to a disc of calls to see if you could authenticate the voices on those
Yes.
discs? Okay. And were you able to authenticate some of the voices on there?
I was able to authenticate the voices of my family.
All right, so Charlie Adelson, Donna Adelson, Harvey Adelson.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and did you initial on State's Exhibit 135 by each of those voices that you were able to authenticate?
I did.
Certainly can't read this, but
It's very small.
see if that's
Yes.
that's where you initialed. Okay.
I did.
This time I'd ask to introduce State's Exhibit 135.
Any objection? I'm asking if there's an objection to the defense. States 135.
She said, huh? What's that? Objection. I don't know. Go ahead.
After the divorce was final, was there any more litigation between you and Dan Markel?
There was.
All right, and who was the first one to file something after the divorce was final?
I don't remember who was first to file.
Because you both filed some things afterwards, right?
Well, Danny was supposed to pay me for the deal with our settlement was I was supposed to take my name off the title to the house, and he was supposed to pay me half the value of the house. So I went that first week and took my name off the title and then just waited. And when I reached out, when it was time for him to pay what he owed, he said, I'm not going to pay it. And I asked why, and he said, I have my reasons. And so my attorney had to file to enforce the settlement agreement because otherwise he was going to be held in contempt of court.
The court had given him a deadline to make the payment, and he didn't make it.
He didn't make it.
So you filed a motion to enforce,
The settlement agreement.
and he filed a counter motion saying, well, I'm not paying because she's in violation for all these different things. Remember that?
I do, and then he accused my attorney of committing fraud.
Right.
Wow.
One of his big complaints was failure to facilitate the communication agreement, where I guess you all had some type of agreement to provide Skype calls with the kids to each other when you didn't have the children. Do you remember him complaining about that?
I do. I remember if I was 1 minute late, he would contact the parenting coordinator and complain that I was in violation.
Don't be
That was a
late.
regular complaint of his in this era of these filings, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And when he sent an email, for example, 64N, let's see if we have that. Alleging these sorts of violations and including, quote, accusing you and your mother of making zero efforts to facilitate communication between he and the kids. Did you forward this email to your mother?
Yep.
I don't remember if I did or not.
I'm sure she did.
And during this time period, did Dan Markel send you quite a few emails pleading with you to play nice? For example, March 7th of 2013, Wendy, I really regret that things have gotten to the place where they are. Do you think we could try to resolve more issues directly with each other to prevent so much of the unnecessary tension and cost?
Nope.
Things like that.
Yes.
Okay. But then you didn't seem to be able to actually play nice with each other, even though it seems like maybe that's both what you wanted, at least at certain points.
I was always trying to play nice.
Well, you were threatening to hold him in contempt of court.
I wasn't threatening to hold him in contempt. That's what my lawyer filed. That's what happens
Well,
when
your
you...
lawyer represents you, doesn't she, Mrs. Adelson?
She does, but I wasn't threatening him.
Did you cease all Skype communication between Dan Markel and the boys on March 12th of 2013?
She don't
I don't
recall.
remember that, no.
Tab 54, please.
I want to say a word right now. This is a family show, so I'm not going to say it.
It looks like my attorney advised me to do that.
Did you cease all Skype conversations between Dan Markel and the boys?
Again, I don't remember. It's been a very long time, but if
Look at this fine gentleman here. We're gonna take a break for a moment for some comic relief. Boy, oh boy, talk about getting caught in 4K. Hey yo, sir, you have been exposed. This guy's all the way up.
it looks like my attorney
his
advised
nose.
me to do that.
Did you cease all
Look at him.
Skype conversations between
Wait
Dan
for it.
Markel and the boys?
Wait for it. Ow, he
Again,
went
I don't
in.
remember. It's been a very long time. But
Oh,
if my
he's in
attorney
there.
advised me to do it, then I probably did it.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Going
And
crazy. It's nasty work.
the day that you filed that motion to enforce the marital settlement agreement and hold Dan Markel in contempt, see if I can find that. What was the date of that filing?
It looks like it was October 31st, 2013.
Was that the same date that you backed out of the contract to buy a house here in Tallahassee?
I don't remember if it was the same date, but at that point I didn't have the money I needed to buy the house because Danny didn't pay what he was supposed to.
Okay, but you don't remember which day you backed out of buying the house?
I don't.
Could it have been the same day that this was filed? Halloween of 13?
It may have been.
Okay, and was it Charlie, your brother, who talked you out of buying the house?
No, I didn't have the money to buy the house.
So you don't remember him discussing that with you?
No.
Okay. And
Of course
did your
not. She doesn't
mom
remember anything.
have a position one way or the other on whether you would buy the house?
I don't remember.
The image that I just had up there, was this image sent to you on October 31st? How did this get onto your cell phone dated October 31st?
I It looks like something my brother would have sent me at some point. I don't remember if it was what day it was, but I remember seeing that picture.
Okay, do you have any reason to dispute the metadata associated with it on your phone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you recognize your brother in this photo?
I do.
And who's the woman he's pictured with here?
Katie.
Is that Catherine McBanoa?
Oh, we're getting
Yes.
into Katie now.
So did your brother at any time send you this picture? Not at any time. Did your brother on October 31st send you this picture and basically tell you not to buy the house because you weren't going to be living in Tallahassee much longer?
I don't remember him ever telling me not to buy the house or that I wasn't going to be living in Tallahassee. I really wanted to buy
That's
that house.
wild. So she just didn't know anything that was going
Do you
on.
remember after all the drama with the Skype asking your mom, let's see if I can find it here, to help you work on the Skype thing because it was becoming a real problem between you and Mr. Markell?
I honestly don't remember, but I see this email and I must have sent this.
And then a few months later, in February of 14, Mr. Markell files a motion to enforce marital settlement agreements, and that we've touched on that already. That was alleging that you committed fraud on the court during the original settlement. Remember that?
I do. I remember him saying that my attorney helped perpetrate a fraud.
He did. He suggested that the court should send a strong message to you about your malfeasance by awarding him the entirety of the assets that he alleged were undisclosed. Do you remember that?
I do.
Wow.
Did
Dirty.
your mom view that filing?
I don't remember.
Me
Isn't that
either,
the one
Amy.
she responded to? We need a plan of attack. We need to aggravate him the way he's trying to aggravate you.
I remember we just looked at that. I just didn't remember what it was in response to.
Okay. And did you respond to his allegations
I
in
wouldn't.
court, in a
I-
court filing?
We must have responded in a court filing to that,
Okay.
because if someone accuses you of fraud, at that point my attorney had to recuse herself because she had to become a witness in the case and to say that that didn't happen. And then I had to find a new attorney to represent me.
Okay, and did you do a filing in response to his counter motion to enforce the marital settlement agreement, alleging, and this is page 439 for court and counsel, that a vast majority of the former husband's motion contains allegations that are redundant, immaterial, impertinent, and scandalous? That sort of language, does that sound familiar?
It doesn't actually sound familiar, but I would have responded in a motion.
Time to go
so
to
I'm
tab
sure my
65.
attorney filed something.
Did your mom move around this time?
I don't think so.
Do you remember your parents signing a lease at a place called the Continuum?
My parents were spending some time there on the weekends, but they didn't move until 2015 when I was clerking for a judge at that time.
All right, so they signed a lease to have sort of a weekend property. Was that in South Beach?
Yes.
Okay, and that does March of 14 sound right for that?
I don't remember when they signed a lease there, but it's possible.
Well, when you ultimately left Tallahassee, which we'll get to, did you go to live at the Continuum or at Coral Springs or somewhere else?
In Miami at the Continuum.
And do you know why they chose to move into the Continuum? I mean, this is about 3-4 months before the murder.
My brother had a girlfriend that lived there, and he really liked the property, and he thought maybe my parents might like to retire there. So he was suggesting that they start trying someplace other than Coral Springs to retire.
And did your mom add you as a resident to the Continuum on May 16th of 2014?
I don't remember that, but the Continuum, the apartment complex, had very high security, and so it may have been that if you wanted someone to come and not be considered a guest, they had to be considered a resident.
Okay, tab 95, please.
95.
And the question is, would you have been considered a resident as of May 16th of 2014?
And I don't know, so you want me to see whether on this document I was added as a resident?
Yes, ma'am.
It looks like I was added and my brother were added, and then my other brother was in case of emergency, and it was in April of 2014.
April of 2014. Okay, so about 3 months before the murder?
Yes,
And that was just so that you could come and go whenever you were visiting?
that was my understanding.
Do you recall a motion being filed by Dan Markell that we referred to as the grandma motion?
No,
Did Dan Markell
A
in
grandma motion?
March 26th of 2014 file a motion seeking to preclude your mother from having unsupervised contact with your kids?
I don't remember him filing that motion, but it sounds like if it's a motion you have a name for, then it exists.
And in that motion, do you recall, or does it refresh your memory, that he was saying, Grandma, the boys were telling him, Grandma says you're stupid, Grandma says she hates you, and as a result, he was concerned about your mom alienating the kids or turning the kids against him?
I remember hearing about this motion.
Okay.
That's a fair
And
concern.
that is a motion that was never got to be heard, right?
That was part of the motion to enforce the settlement agreement.
Oh,
was never
wait.
heard.
Was it never heard because Dan ceased to exist? The grandma motion comes out. Then Dan seemingly disappears. Oh, Donna. As circumstantial as it may be, that is not a great look.
Which was never heard,
Because he was killed.
because yes.
And do you remember why you didn't forward your mom the actual motion that was filed in reference to that?
I don't.
Okay, if you will check tab,
Yikes.
see if you can find tab 98 in the back there, please.
Yikes. Donna saw that grandma motion. She's like, oh no. Mm-mm.
I have tab 98.
You got to go,
Does it
sucker.
refresh your recollection as to the question, which is, where was your mom on the day that the relocation was filed, which for your reference was 3/26/14.
So this email is from 3/25/14, and it looks like my parents were coming up. It says coming on Thursday, and this was written Tuesday the 25th. So my guess is that they were coming on Thursday the 27th.
And was it their
Wow.
practice to typically stop in Orlando and spend the night on the trip up to Tallahassee?
I don't remember.
Okay. The allegations that are laid out in Dan Markell's motion were sent to you in an email before the motion was ever filed. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that, no.
In Publishing 64AA, a December 16th, 2013 email.
Wow.
This email indicates that Dan Markell is going to be introducing a major issue, grandparental alienation. This will be part of our ongoing effort to resolve outstanding issues, but basically at the bottom there, Ben announced to me Abba. What does Abba mean?
It's Abba.
Father.
It means father in Hebrew.
Father, Grandma says you're stupid. Okay, and he details a couple, I think it's 3 different instances in which his boys have told him that Grandma, your mother, has told them that you're trying to take my sunshines away, she hates you, that sort of thing. Does this
Wow.
refresh your memory at all about those allegations?
It does.
Okay. And this email, you did forward this email to your mother. Do you recall that?
I don't recall that, but it makes sense that I would have.
And your mom responded to it, or someone responded to it, wow. Do you remember that?
I was shown that email yesterday.
Okay. And you forwarded that email not only to your mom, but to a total of 12 different people. Do you remember that?
I remember being very surprised that he was trying to accuse a member of the Florida bar of fraud and going to all these lengths to avoid paying money that he owed me.
Okay. And is that the reason why you sent it to the 12 people?
It was pretty shocking what he was doing.
Did your mom respond at all to that allegation
She said,
regarding
"How
her
dare you."
alienating the kids?
I don't remember a response other than the one I was shown that said wow, but I don't know if that was my dad responding or my mom responding.
Don't put daddy in
The
this.
allegation was in reference to your mom, right?
The allegation was in reference to my mom.
Okay. And in fact, the next day, because the parenting coordinator was in on the original thread, you forwarded the email a second time to your mom, didn't you, with the parenting coordinator's response? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that, but it makes sense that I would have forwarded it.
Do you remember
Shout out to
just
Dan for fighting for his kids, man.
a couple months before
Some would just give
the
up.
death of Dan Markell saying to a friend of yours, I think her name is Jane, does that sound familiar?
I had a friend named Jane.
Telling Jane, quote, Danny is a monster.
Overrule, the witness may testify based on her memory.
I don't remember telling Jane that I thought Danny was a monster.
Okay, was Jane one of the people you forwarded the email to? Dan's email?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Of course not.
But it was the same day that you called him a monster. Do you remember that?
I don't.
I want to talk a little bit about your brother, Charlie. Judge, I don't know if you're wanting a recess, this is a good time. It's getting a little tedious, I'm sure.
So are we going to get a break here or not? Probably. Let's get forward and see what the judge says. You got dad, wife in chains, daughter on the stand.
We are going to have our lunch break at this point. I am going to remind you once again not to discuss this case with each other or anyone else. Also, you are prohibited from looking at any information or reports concerning this case.
All right, they're taking lunch. That's it. What do y'all think about this first part of Wendy's testimony? We're going to get to the second part. Obviously, this chick and her mama can... I'll let y'all fill in the blank in the comments and in the chats. It's truly disgraceful. Sad to see. It does not have to go this way. You can have a back and forth. You can have a conversation and then come to an agreement without it being this nasty and you trying to alienate the kids from their father. And now he gone. Truly sad, man. The kids are going to see all of this one day, guys. Imagine that. But in most of these cases, people don't think about the kids, which is unfortunate. Let me know what y'all think in the comments and in the chats. Shout out to the gang in here. Thank you to all 2,700 of you that liked the video. We had a ton of super chats I got to read them. I'll let y'all get out of here. J Money, you are correct. The B kind, yes, and the C kind. But we won't go that far. Big shout out to Slim Life, said good morning. Oh, this was from way earlier. My bad. Good morning to the best host and to the best hostess and my CEB family. Love you all. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Have a great Monday. And same to you, Slim Life. Thank you for the support. We got my guy J Money, the big dog in the building, gifting 5 memberships. If you got a membership from J Money, make sure you say thank you in the comments, in the chat. Also, make sure you check out all the great content we have over on the members only side, and you get instant access to any videos we drop here on the channel. Big shout out to J Money, always showing up and showing out. We got CPE in here, dropping the 5 bomb, says, when life gives you Monday, dip it in glitter and a sparkle all day. Ella Woodward. I'm going to have to check that out. I've never heard that one before, but thank you, CPE. That's a dope quote. Mr. Brown in here just showing love, dropping the 5 bomb. Amy in here giving love as well, blowing kisses with the hearts. Oh my goodness. Shout out to my awesome, amazing Amy. We're going to hear from Amy actually here in a second. So y'all give me a second. I'm going to read what Amy's expert body language expert analysis is. So check it out. We've got Kelly Bergen here, says, good morning all. Object. My client is guilty, so I object. What? They got nothing. J Money again. Oh my goodness.
Another one.
He gifted 5 more memberships. Shout out to Big J Money in the building, showing y'all some love. Again, if you got a membership from J Money, make sure you say thank you. All right. It's a nice thing to do. Shout out to J Money, major sponsor of today's show. Thank you, my friend. Always stopping by. And then, of course, Amy is in here with the cake because she knows it's lunchtime. She ready to throw that cake around over here. All right, Amy, I see you. We're about to shut it down, but I got to read this analysis from Amy. Y'all know Amy is our resident body language expert, and she had some things she wanted to say about this crazy psycho, I won't say, person's testimony. Check this out. Wendy Adelson's body language analysis. Here we go. I'm saying this as if I was an expert talking to the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, when you watch Wendy Adelson testify, you may have noticed her words and her body weren't always telling the same story. The crying, she cried at moments, but the crying often came in short bursts, starting and stopping quickly. Real grief usually shows in the body, red eyes, tears keep coming up, changes in breathing. Here's what we saw instead was controlled crying with her face hidden in her hands. That looked like natural emotion. The defensive posture. When she was pressed on difficult questions, her arms folded tight across her chest and she leaned back or away. That is a classic defensive signal. It's the body's way of saying, I don't want to let you in. The small tells. Watch closely and you'll see the little things, the lips pressed together, the long, slow blinks before answering, the quick changes in tone of voice. Those are stress signals. They often happen when someone is working hard to control their story rather than simply tell it. Control and composure. After moments of emotion, she often snapped back into calmness almost instantly. That was weird. I agree. Real emotion doesn't usually work like that, but performing emotion does. And lastly, in conclusion, Wendy Adelson's body language wasn't consistent with someone freely sharing the truth. It was consistent with someone managing an image. Defensive when pressed, controlled when concerned. Controlled when cornered, emotional only when it suited the moment. Her body showed us what her words tried to hide, that she wasn't fully comfortable with the truth. Dang. Do y'all think Wendy is next? I need to put a poll up when we come here tomorrow. So y'all have to let me know in the comments in the chat. Do y'all think after this whole thing with Donna is over, whether she's found guilty or not guilty, do you think Wendy is going to be the next one on trial? Although she has use immunity, as I said in the chat, the use immunity does not mean that she can't be held responsible for other information that investigators have gathered. So Wendy seemingly had a part in this. What part? We don't know yet. Maybe we'll see that in the future trial. I appreciate y'all. Big shout out again to everybody who stopped by and supported. Thank y'all so much for liking the video. It's a simple thing, but it really does help out the channel so much. Hope y'all have a great rest of your afternoon. We're going to be back here tomorrow and we'll be live tonight for Song of the Night Live. So if y'all want to hear some dope music, make sure you tap into the show tonight. I'll see y'all in the morning and in the next video as well. As always, y'all know what to do. Keep growing, keep pushing, keep it classy. We gone. Peace. Appreciate y'all, man.